Good evening, Cirrus crew. Fighting pilot extraordinaire Ace Windfall. Ready for takeoff. Happy... damn near said Tuesday. Happy Thursday, everyone. That's the day of the week it is. If you ever look at a pie chart of the days of the week that I think it is, for some reason Tuesday is just taking up a quarter of that pie chart in my mind. I think it's just because it says like good. It sounds good, right? What's up, Chungo? Happy, is that the one song? Are you doing a Lonely Island reference? Is that what you're doing? You're trying to fuck with me right now? Fucking, oh my god, what is it? Oh my god, da 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 da. Yeah, that's it. Nice. I understand references. Oh, hell yeah. Also, speaking of, what's up, Sultari? Happy Thursday, Chungo. Happy Thursday, Sultari. Welcome to both of you. Sultari, congratulations on your ever-continuing promotion to Service Crew Chief. What is that emote? Is that an onion? What is... Sultari, what the fuck is that? It just shows as a circle on my screen. I don't know if that's a... because I think it's because I'm running it through OBS, so I don't think OBS can natively do emojis if that's an emoji. And then I can't see it because... like Twitch alerts don't pop up in the chat for some reason. I don't know why that is. I'm very upset with them for not having that as an option, but it's a salute. I'm saluting right back at you then, Sultari. Congratulations again on your continued version. Thank you for being here for so long and supporting. Well then. Kings of the bar scene. Shall we? There are no bars in this list, I don't think. I actually just briefly browsed through this beforehand. Full disclosure, this first and foremost, is there music on? Can I just not hear my own music? I just can't hear my own music. Can you guys hear my music? It's really quiet for me. There should be BGM. If there isn't, let me know. I can bump that up a little bit because I don't want to just be in the silence. I don't think I'm that good. But full disclosure, this idea was drawn up by, is that the correct phrasing? Was suggested to me, that's the phrasing, Ace, was suggested to me by service crew member the Torn Boy. So shout outs to you, Torn Boy, if you're here or if you're watching a VOD of this, or if you just, he'll know, he'll feel it. So it's been a bit, it's been about 2 months. Last time we did one of these things, we did cheese. Thank you, Sultari. What's up, spare parts? Spare parts. I don't feed you fast food. I don't know if the other service crew do, but I know you're not supposed to feed your pet animals scraps of fast food, because that's not good for them. I don't know about these other guys, but you should have no opinions on this, except for maybe like smell, spare parts. So you just sit right there, and we'll go through it. I did look at this tier list a little bit, and I think I know maybe 2/3 of these. There's a lot of stuff that I think is West Coast or East Coast. So there's gonna be some, a lot of stuff in the never had, which I might just rename to like coastal food or something. I don't know. We're not at that part yet. But I think that's everything I have to say. Oh, well, first and foremost, I want to switch this. Hold on. This goes to S. We're doing fighting game ranks here, people. We start with S here. We don't start with the best. You go S through D, like the Japanese dictated years ago. This would be F. I think there actually are. I think there are E tiers in some things. Doesn't matter. This is the important part. Is S is the best one, because that's what Sonic taught me years ago. I think Sonic had S ranks, right? Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I might have only had A's. I might be lying. I might be tripping here. S is in a... Doesn't matter. The important thing is nowadays we call it the SABKD. Stands for super awesome, pretty good, cool, don't, and never had. Whatever serves pineapple pizza goes in S tier. Ooh. I've never actually had pineapple pizza, Severin. Happy Thursday. Welcome on in. I feel like I'd like it. Pineapple pizza, yes. Hawaiian pizza, I probably wouldn't. I don't think I'm a big fan of pork as a supplementary topping. Pork on its own, like ham sandwich, sure. Hamburger, that's not pork. That just has ham in the title. But like pork as an additional thing, like as a pepperoni or as like the Canadian bacon, which is just ham on pizza. I feel like I'm not a fan of that, but just pineapple seems like it'd be the right sensation of like savory and pizza. Super awesome bud. Like good, but cool damn frick. Ooh, I like bud. What did I say? I said pretty good. All right, but we got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times 5. That's 60 plus 67. So we got a lot of ways to go. Shall we? Are there any other like things to say beforehand? We switched the thing. A lot of this is coastal food. I have no opinion on coastal food because I don't live on the coast. These are my own opinions, and I will stick to them because if there's one thing I'm really good at, it's forming opinions and then sticking with them, just for the fun of it. I guess that's everything, right? My European ass would never. I'll say you. I assume you only have like the big ones of these, Soltari. So I'm interested in like seeing like if you have special opinions that are different than mine because you guys might just have better versions of them anyway. I always love that, like European or like Japanese, those are always like the big two always hear about, like, oh, you can go into McDonald's in France and drink a beer, and they call it the Royale with cheese, right? The famous opening scene, not opening scene, the famous like scene in Punk Disco? That's not, what the fuck is it? That famous scene in that famous movie that was directed by, I was gonna say Winston Churchill. I'm really blanking today. It's been a long day. I got given random ice cream today, and now I'm drinking peppermint tea. Because that random ice cream really just hit me at like 3 o'clock, and I was just like, why did I get random ice cream at 3 o'clock? This throws out all my entire dietary like plans, and now it's like, I had like 2 pieces of pizza. So, I'm all over the place. So I'm drinking peppermint tea to cool whatever the fuck's going on. Welcome on in, Gabriel. Happy Thursday. How many fast food franchises do Americans have? A lot. I don't think they have them all, like, I only know maybe half of these things. But we have a lot. If you think about it, everywhere probably has a lot. It's just, you don't, like, take notice of them because there are only gonna be, like, 3 to 5 in any, like, given spot. And especially, like, American ones specifically, like, you guys probably, McDonald's, Subway is a thing. Burger King, KFC. Ooh, KFC. That's another one. That's a very famous, like, oh, Japanese KFC. Shoutouts to the Legally Distinct Not KFC skin collab that's happening in Arknights right now. They can call it KFC everywhere else, but they can't call it KFC for Global Fully because Mr. Colonel Sanders there was not a fan of that one, apparently. The lawyers were not going to have anime girls in America. Oh, hell no. I don't know if that's the actual reasoning, but I always think it's really funny. Where's Olive Garden? I wonder, is there no Olive Garden? That's what I think Olive Garden is. See, this is the thing that I was interested in. Because when I was looking at this, there's like a lot of this food I don't know. And there's a lot of places that I would go to eat that I would almost consider fast food. But I guess that's more family restaurant tier is the idea. YouTube series where some JPDs go to LA and try 10 different burgers. And they get the what from Fat Burger? So you're just making that up. That's not even on here. That's not legal. That's not a true fast food restaurant. The fact that the Deca X, I don't know if that's what that is, from Fat Burger is like a thing is surprising because that just reminds me of a Japanese dude going to LA and getting that. It would be like me going to Japan circa the Windows 7 release and getting the Windows 7 Burger King burger, which we all know, of course, because that was the famous, you could go to Burger King, you get the Windows 7, I think it was the Windows 7 Whopper, where it was just 7 patties, because for Windows 7. It does exist. Hold on a second. I realize I have to do, I'm gonna have to have a second screen, so when I click on links, it won't just blow the thing up. There we go. Will this go to, yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. Consider this your official invite. Join the Fat Club. Oh, sick. Last great hamburger stand. That's us. Okay, hold on. This looks legit. Okay, Service Crew, we gotta... This is not on the tier list, as you can see right here. This is not on the tier list. This goes off the ranks. But if there's one, the biggest thing I'll have for all of this is hamburger, because that's as an American, I'm a hamburger guy. Like, look at this. Look at this. I am very particular. We'll go over like what I order at these places too. That way, if you're ever in America or you're ever at a place that I've described here, you can go and you can get you walk up to the counter and you say, "Can I get the Ace Windfall?" And they'll be like, "You just mean the number 7 without anything on it?" And they're gonna be like, "Yes." But we can go over that as well. But this looks kind of nice. It's basically just smash burger stuff, which is like Freddy's or Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake's on here. Is Freddy's on here? Freddy's is not on here. Freddy's might not have been popping off in 2019 because apparently this is an old ass tier list. But this is really interesting. Ooh, Hamburger Game 4. They made it like a series. So this is again, this is just off kilter. This is not legal stuff, but I miss Steak and Shake, the one I knew of closed. Oh, Rachel, you don't. I agree. I also miss Steak and Shake. As a Midwesterner, that's part of my culture, and I'll probably go much more into it when we get to it, which we haven't even started on this thing yet. But as a Midwesterner, Steak and Shake is my culture, and Steak and Shake has gone downhill, and it kind of just sucks. At least the ones around me, and I'm gonna assume that the entire franchise as a whole is kind of going downhill, which is very sad. I can go to Freddy's and I can get basically Steak and Shake stuff, but it's not the same because Freddy's has like spices or whatever they do is just slightly different, so it's a little bit sad. But it's sad. I digress. Smash are very superior to standard burgers, except for the super fancy ones. Ooh, I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion. I think nowadays, I don't think it is, because there's Fat Burger here, which is Smash. Steak and Shake is Smash Burgers. Freddy's is Smash Burger. There's even a franchise called Smash Burger, which is not on here. Shake Shack is on here. Shake Shack is also a Smash Burger. I think Whataburger might also be a Smash Burger. I don't know. Again, that's a coastal thing, so toss that one out. But Fat Burger, this looks like this on looks alone and on the fact that they have like these glamour shots. The triple is too much. I'm not a triple person. Even if it is Smash Burger, I think triple is too much. That's far too much grease. Especially like if you go to Shake Shack or certain places, like I'll get a single instead of a double a lot of times just because I'm like I know it's greasy. There was a really nice diner I used to go to, like way long ago. There was a diner not far from where I conducted like some fighting pilot activities, like a way long ago. And I didn't go there super often, but like every so often, because it was the only like thing in walking distance. So I'd be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go to this diner, and it was the greasiest fucking spoon I've ever been to. So I would never, I got like the double once, which was 2 smashed burgers, right? But it is so greasy, I just couldn't do it. So instead, like after that very first time, every time when it was just a single, you get the lettuce, you get the pickle on it. That's it, because you need something to like absorb the grease or to like balance out the grease in some manner. But goddamn, as greasy as that spoon was, it's one of those things where it's just like, it's a diner. You don't get those that often. They opened up at like 6 in the morning, I think, for breakfast, and they closed at like 2 in the afternoon, because it was just like a mom and pop kind of shop. So it was a very unique experience. It was really nice though. Burgers with pretzel buns. Ooh, I don't know if I would do pretzel bun on like a smash burger. I've never had it. But pretzel buns are very nice. They're very big. For like your standard size burgers or like your like fast casual type burgers, which are like the quarter pack, like the fatter ones. Like, ooh, those are kind of nice. I think I've had enough of them. I feel like I kind of want to have more of them, but like it's a nice change of pace. Since it sounds like someone from here migrated to America and opened a burger shop. Honestly, I don't know what that is. That's a coastal thing, I imagine. Someone look it up, because it could just be that Sultar. Double is the sweet with bacon always. Ooh, I'm not a bacon man. I'm not a bacon man on my burger. I can't explain it in words, but maybe it was because like every time I've had bacon, it was like sneak bacon, where it was like I bite into it, it's like, what the fuck is this taste? It's bacon. I didn't ask for bacon. Is it? Maybe it's texture. I don't know. I think it's mostly just the sneak bacon. And also, no, actually, I know what it is. It goes back to what I was saying earlier about I don't like pork as an additional thing. So like bacon on a burger, or like, again, like bacon on like a pizza or something like that. Pork is its own thing. And it doesn't need to be mingling with other meats. It doesn't need to be mingling with other like flavor profiles. Like I went to an IHOP like 4 to 5 months ago, because I don't go for breakfast food a lot. But I remember one time, it was like a Sunday. It was like a stream Sunday. I think I mentioned it. Like if you go back, if you want to scramble through Sunday VODs, you'll probably see me mention it at one point. But I went to like an IHOP because I was just like in the real mood for like breakfast food. So I went there like 10 or 11 in the morning. 11 in the morning is just basically afternoon ace. Whatever. I went there and I like had a breakfast, and I was like, the pancakes, great. Eggs, they're eggs, that you can't fuck them up. Hash browns, pretty solid. I mostly wanted to go for hash browns. I had to order them separately though, because there wasn't anything that had pancakes, eggs, and hash browns, but it just came with bacon. So I had the bacon anyway, and the bacon was just like, it was all right. I had one of the like 4 strips they gave me. Maybe, was it 4? It might have just been 2. I had maybe half a strip then. I ate a 4th of whatever they gave me, and I was like, it doesn't mesh well with the other flavors on this stand. I understand it's protein, sure, but like the protein didn't mux. Caramelized or fried onions, burger, cheese. Ooh, I'm not an onion person on my burger. I think it's a little bit too harsh for me. I guess I can say it now. For the most part, I am I either get it plain with just cheese. Usually that's for like the bigger ones. For smaller ones, you get some lettuce, you get pickle on it. Occasionally tomato, but I've been burned by a lot of like iffy tomatoes, so I'm a little bit more iffy on that. But like, that's all you really need. You could probably throw other stuff on it, I'd be fine. But like my go-tos are usually just lettuce and pickle. That's why caramelized doesn't taste as harsh. Ooh, I've never actually had caramelized, so actually, maybe that would be good. Burger with pineapple? Is that a thing, Severin? Are Hawaiian burgers a thing? They probably are. I've never had that. I need more pineapple in my diet, apparently. I don't know if you guys know this about the American Midwest, though. Not really pineapple growing climate here. I know I could just go to the store and get it, but it's like... What, a whole pineapple for myself? I mean, I could just... I don't want to give you guys, like, I know we, you know, as the service crew, we all live in the same hangar together. I guess you guys come to this hangar and everything, but like I don't want to just give you guys my sloppy seconds pineapple, where it's just like, I ate half of this, I don't want any more, you guys take it. Like, I feel bad, I'd feel bad. That's not what a good fighting pilot does. I'd share with you, but really, I'm afraid to get it, because it's like, what if someone's allergic to pineapple here? I don't know. Look, a lot of ifs, ands, or buts here, but not important. What is important is we need a tier list of shit right now, instead of just talking about burgers. We can talk about burgers and tier lists at the same time, I think. Also, what's up, Nugiashi? I had to go back around to a stopping point before I could say it. But what's up, Nugiashi? Happy Thursday. Welcome on in. Depends on the onions. Ooh. Oh, what I've never had in a burger, which might be good. I need to try it just in general. I've been told red onions, you know, their peak. I don't think I've had a red onions. But it seems like if it... Actually, no, that's a lie. I have had red onions. Wait. Because in one of my favorite pizzas is this Mediterranean pizza. And that has red onions in it. So no, I know red onions. Wait, shit. Oh, shit. I might go with red onions on a burger. That would sound good. Or like on a sandwich. I've never like been in a situation where I've had that, but... Hold on. Never seen them served, so I make them myself. Oh, pineapple burgers? I feel like, yeah, that might just be a more specialized thing where you have to live somewhere where like you can just get pineapples a lot easier. But ooh, I kind of like that. -Celsius half a year ass country. What do you mean pineapples don't grow in frigid climates? Who designed this fruit? They make me explode. You're like one of those birds that eats like rice, but it's for you, it's pineapple and just... Tiny can have 4 slices for making burgers. Silver onions. Is that silver? Yeah, silver onions, and you put them in an ice bath before serving. Ooh. We like tuna on pizza? Tuna on pizza? I don't know if that's better or worse than anchovies. I feel like, is it cooked tuna or raw tuna? This is interesting. God? What do you mean God question mark? Did I say something? Okay. There are no gods here, by the way. There is only a fast food tier list. And first up, it's A&W, all American food. Honestly, it's the win. It's all American. It's the most mid thing it's pretty mid. It's not bad, mind you. It's not bad. If you've not had A&W, I'm gonna give you the A&W experience. By the way, fun fact, I'm just now realizing, for some reason, I haven't thought about A&W in like years. And for the past week, I've been getting A&W ads on YouTube when I watch it on the TV in the break room. And I just thought that was weird. I just thought I would bring that up because apparently A&W is trying to like, A&W sponsor me. Wait! A&W sponsor me! Those are my initials! Okay, shit. Someone get me in contact with A&W right now, because all American food, they have my initials. Hold up. Now we gotta hold on, we can work with this shit. A&W is in fact root beer. To my knowledge, A&W was root beer first. And then they're like, hey, let's also sell fast food, I guess. I want to know why. I hope there's a story behind it. I hope it's like the makers of A&W root beer were like, man, none of these restaurants are like selling our root beer. They're only selling like Coke and Pepsi. We just need to make our own restaurant with blackjack and hookers. Actually, forget the blackjack and hookers. We'll just make our own restaurant. And so they make their own restaurant, selling their swill. I'm not a fan of root beer. I'm sorry if you like root beer, but you're objectively wrong. That's not. I like Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is just better root beer, I think. I'm going off on tangents here. That's not important. The important thing is that my new favorite restaurant for meme potential, A&W, I assume that they just made it just because, and they're all right. I would love to put A&W in A for naming conventions, but honestly, A&W is the most B tier food I've ever seen. Arguably high C, but like it's a pretty good, like, just standard. It's like it's all right. I will never go there first, but I have been there like twice, and both times I was like, that was food. You asked who designed pineapples? Oh, you're right, Gabriel. Thank you for pineapples, God. You should make them grow in frozen climates, though. Ace and Windfalls. That's what what does the A&W stand for? No one knows. It could stand for Ace and Windfalls. I always knew Ace was a Nepo baby. Hey. My father, Albert Windfall, he made that restaurant with his own bare hands. That's why I knew so much about its designing. That's right. Everything I said that I thought I was making up, no, that's true. My father, Albert Windfall, done made it happen. And that's why he named after me, Ace Windfall. Completely unrelated. We just share the same initials. I don't know where I'm getting at with that. That's so goofy. What's up, Chase? What's up, Bunkum? Happy Thursday. Welcome in, both of you. Deserved a little bit. That's Nepo babies get hit in the head with a wrench. That's just life. If you know a Nepo baby in your life, don't do that. That's considered assault. Dr. Pepper is the best drink, though. I'm glad we all agree on this. Also, what's up, Suibun? Almost didn't see you there. Happy Thursday, welcome in, Suibun. If I fight every European in my life because they all hate Dr. Pepper, and I'm a stan, so we scrap a lot. That means more Dr. Pepper for you, Soltari. I don't see what the issue is. You just it's like, oh, no one's buying this Dr. Pepper. And you can just store it, because I'm pretty sure all sodas don't have an expiration date. That's probably not true. But they have a really long expiration date because they're just acid. Okay, next up, Arby's. They have the meats. If I'm gonna be, there's gonna be a lot of stuff on here that you're gonna be like, oh, of course Ace would have this. This is like standard American food. I've never had Arby's. Nothing about Arby's has ever seemed appealing to me that I would go out of my way to have Arby's. My understanding is that they have really good roast beef sandwiches. Never before in my life have I been like, you know what I'm craving? I'm craving a roast beef sandwich. So it says, I think it says a lot that Arby's is in never had and that A&W is in B tier. Because I feel like for a lot of people that might be switched around, but that's what you got. They have the meats, they do not have my patronage. I think I've had Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is basically, it's 23 flavors of deliciousness combined into the best drink. Shoutouts to Steins Gate. I was on the Dr. Pepper train before Steins Gate, but Steins Gate really just solidifies it as a GOAT drink. Dr. Pepper, the Europeans think tastes like medicine. Ooh. Yeah, I could see that. All of root beer, and Dr. Pepper is basically like an offshoot of root beer in a way. So yeah, if root beer tastes like medicine, then everything else tastes like medicine. Yeah. Interesting. I think I've heard of that, but it's never in the forefront of my mind. Good call, Chase. What's up, Blammy? They have the meats, they do not have my patronage, Blammy. I thought that was a slam dunk line personally. Will not be here long. That's right. You said you were going on like vacation, or you're going away on your trip. I hope it's a good one, Blammy. I hope that before you leave, you can see some interesting tastes. Only thing good from Arby's is their tendies. I've never. Ooh, that's the thing. Okay, this is a really big part of a lot of this tier list is gonna be. It's like, why would I go to Arby's for chicken tenders though? You're probably right. This is probably like a thing. They probably have good tendies, but like. A big thing that I think is interesting with some fast food places is like Arby's is clearly like, you look at it, they have the meats, and it's always the roast beef sandwich is their thing. Who's gonna be like, I go to Arby's for their tendies, right? Like I've heard that once in my life now. But I feel like if the tendies are so good, they gotta pivot. It's like IHOP when it switched to IHOB. I need more fast food companies trying to revitalize their image because no one cares about anything that's not like the big three, and I need them to do some stupid ass stunts for me. I need to be entertained like a Roman emperor right now, and just with my thumb out and just be like, IHOB, I'm for it. I actually never ate at IHOP when it was called IHOP, but like I think that's adorable, and the fact that they just took the P. You can't see my cursor. Oh shit. Shut the mate. The fact that they took the P and just and like flipped it to be an lowercase b, that's beautiful marketing. Honestly, whoever at IHOP marketing was like, yeah, let's do that. God among men, genius, marketing genius. Second only to what's another marketing like grand strategy? There's another one in my head somewhere. I just can't pull it out right now, but second only to that guy who shall not be named. Where's Chick-fil-A at? Chick-fil-A's down here. We gotta get there. There's a lot to go. Never seen Dr. Pepper in the wild here, so I do not can hate it. You should try it, Nukiashu. Good try if you find it. I think it's great. To me, it was a cherry. It's very cherry flavor, which is actually big. This is not a drink tier list, but like Pepsi, all right. Cherry Pepsi, I can fuck with cherry Pepsi. Cherry Pepsi is like one of the best. Is like an S- drink. I've been like getting that a lot more often because a hot chicken place I go to around the area, which is not a franchise, so it's not gonna be on here. But I went there like for the first time a couple months ago, and I was like, they only have the bottles, right? And I was like, what bottles do you have? And they were like, we got Pepsi, we got Fanta, we got cherry Pepsi. I was like, oh, cherry Pepsi. I haven't had that in a while. And I had, and I was like, this is it like manna from heaven. It's the first time I had it in a while. It's fantastic. There's better tenders out there, I guess so. And Arby's, and there's no one is in the roast beef game, so that's why Arby's is doing that. But like, whatever. So there are a lot of chicken places, Rachel, and I think that's really interesting. Chicken is the new burger. We'll talk on this as we get to Cane's and Chick-fil-A, but like, I think burger places are on the decline. I think chicken places are on the up and up. Like after Popeye's chicken sandwich popped off, I feel like people have been wising up. So between like Popeye's, Cane's, Chick-fil-A, like I feel like I go to a burger place and it's like 1 to 2 people working there, and like I just feel bad for them. Like I feel like I shouldn't be here because I feel like you're being overworked for like no pay, and like it's always very mid. or like maybe good. But I go to like a Cane's or a Chick-fil-A or to like mostly any chicken place. It's like there's like 12 people working there. They all have like best place to work 2022, and like you get your food pretty quickly. It's like, damn, chicken kind of popping off. I haven't been to nearly all these places. I haven't been to a lot of these places either, mostly because a lot of coastal stuff bunk them. I don't know if it's the same for you, but like there's certainly a bit where it's like Swenson's going to Never Had. Swenson, I'm actually gonna probably make a new category when I get to certain things like Baja Fresh. Here we go. I don't know what the fuck this is, so we gotta add a new thing. Add a row below. Fuck. Blue. Coastal. Is that how you spell coastal? Never heard of. Because Never Had is different. That's apathy. This is like just ignorance, I guess. So Baja Fresh goes there because I've never had of it. I've never heard of it. Pepsi Twist is the best Pepsi. You can't fight me. What is Pepsi? What the fuck is Pepsi Twist, Gabriel? On vacation to Mexico, all I drank was beer and cherry Coke. Ooh, I've never had cherry Coke before, but I've been wondering if like maybe cherry Coke is better than normal Coke because the same principle applies. Pepsi, it's all right. Cherry Pepsi, manna from heaven. Coke is better than Pepsi. Cherry Coke, better than cherry Pepsi? Question mark? Getting more expensive for the same quality. Also true. We'll get the Five Guys in at this rate, we'll get the Five Guys in approximately 1 hour, but like that's something that's getting prohibitively expensive, and I am not a fan of that. Experience Panda Express and Taco Bell. Oh, just go to for Panda Express, just go to like an airport or a mall. If you might not have a mall near you, malls have been dead for so long. Where I go to play cards, like trading card games, not like poker, is near a mall. And when I was driving there the other day, on the signage, it said Antique Mall, and I felt my bones grow older when I read that. But then I realized it was referring to a separate thing, which I guess an antique mall is just like a small shop where they get antiques. But I had thought they were talking about the mall that I went to, like, as a kid all the time, and I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean Antique Mall? It's not that old. And I felt like the end of Saving Private Ryan when he just grows 60 years older in a second. I was like, what? Is lemon Pepsi? What the fuck? That might be delicious. I don't know if it's a Brazilian thing. It might just be I've never like sought out other Pepsi flavors. Maybe it's Brazilian. That sounds like it could be good because the same principle of like, I think Pepsi needs an additional flavor with it to like pop off. Wendy's is crazy expensive now too. Ooh, I don't know if it's crazy, but it's definitely like, it's like 13 to 14 bucks. That's that's pretty crazy expensive. In around 5 hours, it's probably true. Local is definitely better than chain in a lot of ways. Speaking of Blimpie, Blimpies is a sandwich shop. It's America's sub shop apparently. I've never had it because I think it's coastal. However, I will bump it up a little bit because I have heard of Blimpies because I've watched the show 30 Rock, and Blimpies is a long-running joke on 30 Rock whenever the writers need to go get food. So I will bump Blimpies up to never had because I've actually heard of it. Bojangles is a chicken place. I've seen Bojangles, or I've heard of Bojangles a little bit more. I have never had it though, so that goes in here too. Boston, we're gonna get a lot of these. This is intimidating, but a lot of it really just goes to be like Boston Market. I've seen it around. I don't know what Boston Market is. Like a lot of these places, okay, I don't know what Arby's is. I know Arby's. I've never had Arby's. I know that Arby's has the meats. Blimpie is a sub shop. Like a blimp is a sub, right? Bojangles is chicken. It says it right there. Boston Market, it says rotisserie kitchen. I don't know what that means. I feel like I've heard people love Boston Market. I know people that love Boston Market much more than like KFC or Popeyes or any. I guess they have chicken there from that. Rotisserie implies like rotisserie chicken, right? But maybe it's a failing on me, but I don't know what that means. I have a small mind, I guess. My mind cannot envision the possibilities of a rotisserie kitchen. Do you just get like just cuts of the rotisserie? I don't know. Because of that, I think Boston Market has terrible marketing and it goes into never had. Simple enough. Lemon Pepsi Twist is rare nowadays. Ooh. Antique malls are really neat, actually. I've never been, is it really just what I said, where it's just like an antique store, basically? Maybe we should go there and check it out then. Shit. One pizza around 3:40 a.m. Nukiyashi, if you look in the trash in the break room, I threw away about half a frozen pizza there, so it's not great, and it's just like an hour and a half old at this point, but like, hey, it's about a half of there in there, so just go reheat it up. It's probably fine. All right, Burger King. Burger King is okay. Ow, fuck. I almost did a bad. I was on my scenes thing again, so I almost did a scene instead of reacting. My bad. You can have the other frozen pizza I have in the fridge, then fine. In the freezer, not the fridge. Burger King, though. Burger King is just better A&W. I don't know how to describe it. Putting in an A, though, I think is really high, actually. As soon as I put this here, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. That doesn't look right. Burger King is the top of B, A&W is the bottom of B. I think Burger King is pretty solid. I think Burger King is like... It's never my first choice. It will never, ever be my first choice. But if I see it, and I'm just like hungry, maybe I'll go there. The biggest thing that Burger King has in its favor is I personally like Burger King's onion rings. Because they're not onion rings. They're like, they just took what might be an onion. I don't even know if it's an onion. They took up something and they slice and dice it super thin and they turn it into a ring. And it's not an onion ring. It's not a traditional onion ring, but it's pretty good. So that goes in B, easy. It's like a giant warehouse filled with a bunch of different antique seller shops. Ooh, so it's like a antique it literally is just an antique mall. It literally is what it says on the tin. I don't know what I expected, actually. That makes a lot of sense, Chase. Never heard of Blimpie is a sub shop. I think it's a coastal thing. So really I would put it here, but I have heard of it through 30 Rock. I think it's an East Coast thing. At BK a few days ago, after years, and it was so bad. That's nostalgia. I've had it like within the last year. I had it at least once, if not 3 times this year. Over the course of 6. Yeah, between 1 and 3 times. That sounds about right, yeah. It's alright. Burger King was S when it had Surge soda, but it's B now it doesn't. I've never had Surge soda, so I'll have to agree with. I'll have to take your word for it, Bunkum. Burger King was S when it had cool-ass Pokemon toys. That's the correct answer. Used to be my first choice when I was younger. Was it for the kick-ass Pokemon toys, Rachel? Because that was a really big thing. I think I used to go there a lot more when I was younger because they actually had, like, some toys and stuff. And now, like, does Burger King even have toys with their kids' things? I feel like the only thing that has toys still is McDonald's. And that's just because they have the Happy Meal. I don't know if everyone else is just, like, grown up. Air quotes grown up or what, but, like, I think that's interesting. Also, like, the more fizzy drinks like Sierra Mist or Canada Dry. Shouts to Canada Dry. I like them, but I don't drink them often. When you say fizzy, is that more so like just a clear soda in general, like a 7-Up or a Sprite? Sprite, all right. 7-Up, I'm a big fan of 7-Up. 7-Up was whenever we were sick as children, that was basically what we had. Like that, to me, 7-Up conjures up feelings of childhood nostalgia of being sick and being like, I want something that's not water. Caffeine's not going to be good for me. 7-Up will give me the fizzy feeling of a soda without the caffeine, and it's clear, so that means it's good for me, right? Shoutouts to Pepsi Clear, which I would have thought the same thing if it were 20, 30 years ago. Maybe their milkshake doesn't feel the same. I've never had a milkshake from Burger King, actually. I don't doubt it, because usually a lot of places will, like, they're gonna give you the cheapest option possible. Like, you take any of these fast food places and compare them to how they were 30 years ago, they've all gotten worse. I would be surprised to see a restaurant that in the last 4 years specifically has gotten better with their food. I would be legitimately surprised. For any long-standing, if it's a newer restaurant, sure, maybe like a newer restaurant will have like a bell curve, right? But like any like McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, they all peaked way long ago, and they're just like riding off like nostalgia and just like, you already like our food, you're already addicted, come and get it. And I come over and like, yeah. It's great. Like their mayonnaise they use. Ooh. Oh, ginger ale. Canada Dry is a ginger ale, Rachel. I don't know if you actually know that, but that is exactly what Canada Dry is. It's a ginger ale. More fizzy as in more carbonated, like the opposite of flat soda. Yes, because I think 7-Up is the same thing, where it's like it's a fizzy soda. It just doesn't have caffeine. Caffeine, of course, is different than carbonation. I don't know if anyone. I feel like you all know this, but just in case, I like explaining things. Yeah, 7-Up is a very fizzy soda. It just doesn't have caffeine, which means you don't go get a caffeine high like I am from this tea. This tea is not actually caffeinated. This is herbal tea. It's peppermint. Crystal Pepsi bad. I don't know what it is, but the caramel coloring apparently adds some good flavors to Pepsi. I didn't actually know that. The only thing I actually know about Crystal Pepsi is the one video that went viral like a few years ago of the dude drinking an unopened Crystal Pepsi from 20 years before, and he was like, yeah, this is a Crystal Pepsi I found, I'm gonna drink it, and he just immediately voms, and it's like, that's clearly not a good sign, but at the same time, it's 20 years old, it's not Pepsi's fault, it's probably because the dude drank 20-year-old soda. Wendy's Frosty were so good like 15 years ago. I agree. I think they're still alright, but again, it's very much, and again, this could also just be nostalgia for all of us, but like Wendy's, again, burger places on the decline, chicken places on the up and up, just like Raising Cane's chicken fingers, S tier, immediate S tier. This is one of my favorite restaurants by fucking large. This place has 4 things on the menu: chicken fingers, chicken fingers, chicken fingers, and chicken fingers, but they put 3 of them together and put them between a bun, and they call it a chicken sandwich. But that's it. It's peak. They literally have one thing. It's chicken fingers. They have more than one thing. They have chicken fingers. They have fries, sure, and coleslaw, and like other sides and stuff like that. But everything is chicken fingers. It's great. Literally 4 things. They have the box combo, which is like, I think I get the sandwich. Okay, so first and foremost, again, like I said, anything in here, I'm going to give you the lowdown. Here's what you do. You want to get the Ace Windfall meal at Raising Cane's. You go up there. You say, give me the sandwich combo, aka the Sammy, because they'll usually, for some reason, I think it's because they have to toast the bun when they do it. But you go to Raising Cane's. They have 4 options. It's the box combo, the Caniac combo. I don't know what the third one is. That one might be the Caniac combo. And they have the sandwich combo. I get the sandwich combo. You go up there, you say, get the sandwich combo. They yell back, Sammy! And then you say, and can I also get a coleslaw? I don't always do that, but I will usually do it because I actually like the coleslaw. It's a very creamy coleslaw. It uses like the mayonnaise, right? Because there's 2 types. There's that and there's the vinegar-based one. Never had the vinegar-based one that often, but I like the creamy one. Ooh, it's good. So you do that. It's that. I don't do anything crazy like put the coleslaw on the sandwich because I'm not a fan of mixing stuff like that, but like it's peak. If you have not had Raising Cane's, if you are not fortunate enough to have one near you, I'm sorry. If you are, go have it. It is one of the best restaurants, which again, because chicken is the new king of fast food. And it's, again, you go in there, there's always like at least 8 people working there, and because they only have chicken fingers, literally they're just churning that shit out. It's peak. It's so peak. Go in there, get 3 chicken fingers, or 4, or 6, with different variations of sides. They also have Texas toast. I don't get that because you don't get Texas toast with the sandwich combo because you already have a sandwich, but like, if they did, I'd love it. It'd be great. So S. Easiest S I've ever done seen. You guys have Schweppes. I love the ginger one. Ooh, I've heard of Schweppes. I've never actually had it before. I think that's a ginger ale, though. Drinking from a 20-year-old plastic bottle. Ooh! I didn't even think about the plastic bottle part for the Crystal Pepsi thing. Yeah, that definitely leached some microplastics into his blood. Oh, that's great. Love Raising Cane's. It's so great, Sui. It's so fucking good. But their coleslaw was a little too sweet. Ooh, very fair. I will not like poo-poo anyone for that because obviously, because there are 2 types of coleslaw, like I said. I'm a fan of the mayonnaise ones, which I think are a little bit sweeter. And also, what I don't like to admit that I have a sweet tooth because I don't think I have a sweet tooth, but I might have a little bit of one. Not like overtly, but I like to have like a little sweetness with it every so often. I was getting clowned on for liking it. I don't know how. It's great. Unless they also are like Chase and just don't like the sweetness of, which, fair. Again, no one can tell you your feelings are wrong. Unless you like Carl's Jr. Because this is Carl's Jr. occupies the same brain space that A&W does for me. Carl's Jr., aka Hardee's, I believe correctly. Depends where you are in the United States. If you don't know what Carl's Jr. is, but you've heard of Hardee's, they're the same thing. It's like Checkers and Rallies, which is... They put it here under Checkers, not under Rallies. So I don't know what this says about the tier list maker, but these are two restaurants that have different names depending where you are. Carl's Jr. feels like it fills the same space as A&W in my head. I think I've had A&W more recently, but I think Carl's Jr. theoretically is the better experience. Honestly, I'm gonna bump both of these down to C though, because I feel like I don't want to put too many things in B already. They don't feel like B tier now. I'm seeing how my thing is gonna fill out, where this is the best of the best. This is pretty good. This is all right. Like, I'll go there if I have the chance. C is the new mid. C is the new mid. Like, if this is the bell curve, it goes like woo, like that. And D is like, I would not have that, basically. Like, there's gonna be a lot more mid than like. Actually, no. It probably will end up being like a bell curve like this, because I actually do like the fast food that I have. Again, it's pretty solid, but still. I don't have Canes. I'm sorry to hear that, Rachel. I know they're expanding they're a United States-based thing. They're in America, first and foremost. So if you're not in America, come visit. We have Raising Cane's. It's great. And if you are in America, they're mostly in the South and the Midwest, is my understanding. I think they're starting to branch out into the East Coast. I don't think they've hit like the West Coast yet, but like if you get a chance, East Coast here, they're making their way over to you, I think. But I think they originate from the South. Because if you ever go, because they're one of the restaurants that if you go in, they have all they have like tacky decor on the wall. Usually related to like where you are. Like they'll have a local sports team, like memorabilia and stuff, and they'll have a disco ball, and they'll always have like 3 to 4 panels about like Raising Cane, which is Raising Cane that's the name of the owner's dog. Because apparently when they were first making the restaurant, shout out to Raising Cane's, by the way, please sponsor me more than A&W, because I like your food. I don't have any bit here. I just really like your food. But apparently, whenever the restaurant owner was first making the restaurant, because it started out as its own thing, and then it expanded into a franchise later, of course. But when they were first making it, like his dog was always on site, and they were like, "What do we name the restaurant?" And he was like, "Why don't you just name it after the dog?" That's what the sign says, at least. I don't know if, again, it might not be that simple, but that's some lore for you. That's some RC lore, as they say. RC lore master. Where I live, we have both. Oh damn! You're at the Venn diagram meeting point. Town recently got a Cane's, just haven't been. Ooh, go again. Maybe you'll like the coleslaw more. Maybe every location has coleslaw to different like sweetness levels. Okay, Checkers. Checkers I think is worse than Carl's Jr. and A&W. It might be D tier, honestly. However, this might be because of a specific instance. The last time I had Checkers / Rallies, I don't remember which one we actually even have around here, but whichever one I had, Checkers or Rallies, the last time I had it was, I was really tired. It was like midday, and I was just like exhausted from like doing something. Maybe I was even like getting sick. I don't know. All I know is I was really fucking like tired, and I was just like, I just want to go get a chicken sandwich. And so I went to try to go to like a Chick-fil-A, and I couldn't find one. That sucks. It wasn't a Sunday. I just couldn't like find one. And then I was like, I'll go to like a Popeyes or a KFC, and like the lines were at the door. And then I went to like every single thing around me was like super like the long lines. Cane's was like, I think the Cane's I went to was like closed down. Something happened where like everything was against me, and I was just like, I just need to go get food. Like now, I just need a sandwich. I just want a sandwich. And I ended up going to Checkers / Rallies, whichever one. And it was weird. I don't know if this might have been during the pandemic, which might explain a little bit more as to why like certain places were like shut down or like the lines were long. But I ended up somehow going to like a Checkers Rallies, and it's a weirder location where it's one of those ones where there's no inside dining. It's mostly a drive-through, but they also had a thing where you could walk up. You could buy your food, and then you would just like go sit on like an outside bench or an outside like area and eat. So I did that because I was just like, I don't want to drive through. I just want a sandwich. I don't know. I go up there. I order a chicken sandwich. I think I say like no mayo. They say okay. It takes 15 to 20 minutes. I see cars going through the drive-through during this time, and I'm just like, I'm defeated right now. Eventually I get it. I'm pretty sure it wasn't like warm. It was like room temperature. I just like sat out back. I bit into it and I was like, this is the saddest chicken sandwich. This is an awful experience. I don't know the exact details because my brain doesn't process details very well, but all I know is that it was one of the lowest points in my life. Was eating that weird, just sad. I don't even think I was hungry at that point. That was the thing. It was like, it had been like 40 to 50 minutes into this whole adventure, and I was just like, it was like spite food, or just like, it was just like depression food. I was just like, I don't like this. So Checkers gave me a bad experience, so they're going to D. I think Checkers is probably all right on the whole, but like, I gotta fill out D somehow. Maybe Southeast Coast Cane's coleslaw will be better. Maybe. Haven't had in years, but I've had it in Florida. Ooh, I think it's originally from Florida, so maybe it's better there. And maybe, again, this is another thing, because I've had Checkers rallies before, and they're usually pretty solid. Like, they would go in C if it wasn't for the most recent thing I had with them being bad. And that also might be because I had a chicken sandwich, which I don't... They're a burger place. They're like A&W and Carl's Jr. Like, they all occupy the same weird spot where it's just like, that's a generic burger place that you'd see in like a movie when they can't get the rights to McDonald's or something. They would be like, oh, let's go to Carl's Jr. So that's a little bit on me, but we need something to fill out D, so D it is. The blandest burgers I've eaten, but this also might be my local one. Maybe. Again, this is all personal experience. Your personal experience may differ. Chick-fil-A. I want to put it in S, but I think it has to go in A. Recently, I feel like the filet is even getting smaller. They're closed on Sundays. A lot of things. I feel like they do not deserve S. Maybe this is also because I have a Cane's bias as well. I enjoy their fries. I really enjoy a good waffle fry, but in good conscience, I cannot put them in S. Chipotle is something that, up until recently, I would say that I've never had. However, about a month or so ago, I had Chipotle, and it was all right. I don't have much to say about Chipotle. That's the other reason I had to drop it down a little bit. Yeah. There were some other reasons I had to drop this one down. Chipotle here in B. I think Chipotle is fine. I had it the one time. I feel like I don't know if I'll ever go back because I'm not like a Mexican grill. I'm not like a fajita person, but like, what do they call burritos? I'm not a burrito person, but like, it's solid. It's all right. Churches, never had. Easy. Cookout, Coastal, never heard of it. They do that. No, they serve anyone. They don't like check your ID at the door, Gabriel. Excuse me, sir. Do you have your pocket Bible on you? My God. How am I gonna know? Sir, you have to go through the Christian scanner right now. It'll detect if you've sinned in the past 24 hours. Oh my God. I don't know what the fuck Cookout is. It says fresh hamburgers. It's probably solid, but that's the Coastal thing, / I've never heard of it. Culver's. That's a Midwest staple. I've had it maybe 4 times. However, the times I've had it, it's pretty fucking good. I want to put it maybe bottom of A or maybe top of B. I don't really know. Gatekeeping chicken in the name of God. Oh my God. Chicken is the Lord's. I was gonna say fruit. That's not right. Chicken is the Lord's animal. Only been to Cane's once because people recommending it. Dry as fuck chicken that needed sauce to taste like anything. Never been back. Ooh. Again, personal opinion. I'm a big fan. I also have I have very white tastes, we'll say. So I'm very okay with having dry chicken. Speaking of white taste, I've never had Church's. I feel like it's probably pretty solid. There's not that many around me, so I've just never had it. Del Taco, I don't know if that's a thing around here. I've heard of it. I'm gonna put Coastal though, because I don't even know what this is. Is a big fan. I wouldn't say I'm a big fan, mind you, but like, you get like you go to like the Thanksgiving, the prototypical American Thanksgiving. I like the dry turkey. I don't know. If it's juicy too, that's fine. That's good too. But like, I like just dry white meat. I'm fine. I'm okay with that. It's actually bad if it's too wet. Thank you, Bunkum. I'm so glad. I'm so glad there's someone else that believes me. Like, why would you want wet chicken? Bacteria could grow in that juice. You don't know where that bacteria juice has been. Look, would you rather have a dry chicken? It's been hermetically sealed. It's been all the bad has been taken out of it. It's been vacuumed of all juice and particulates. Or would you rather have juicy chicken that's been marinating in a bacterial filth for untold hours? I know which one I would have, and it's the one that I'll eat and I'll go, I need water any day of the week. You think it's West Coast? Okay. I thought it was East Coast, but honestly, yeah, West Coast makes sense. Probably South, like American Southwest, right? I suspect that was your taste profile, the way you said spice earlier. What can I say? Yeah. I have a very white spice depiction of myself. Like, I go to a hot chicken place, I get a 1. That's not the spiciest. That's the one that has the bare minimum amount of what you would consider to be a hot chicken, like a Nashville hot chicken sandwich. Sue me. Chicken is never wet enough. Oh God. Have you guys ever seen Gabriel? I don't know if you guys have ever seen, this just made me think about, have you guys ever seen one of the best comedy shows on Netflix is, I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson? And you saying, wet chicken, and like chicken is never wet enough, it makes me think of this one bit that they, like, it's a sketch comedy show. It's like 10 to 15 minute episodes, and like, they'll have like 4 to 5 skits in a thing, so it's like 2-minute skits or something. One of the skits is it's like a dude that's like your prototypical, like your bad influence dude, just going to like a house party and just being like, yeah, I'm a bad dude. Me and my boys go hang out and we get sloppy steaks. And as the sketch kind of goes on, a sloppy steak is just a steak that you get a steak. And you get a glass of water, and you just pour the water on the steak, and you just go to town on it, and that's what a sloppy steak is. And you saying that chicken isn't ever wet enough just conjures up the image of you being like, can I get some chicken? Make it extra sloppy, and you're just taking and just pouring your water on chicken and just going to town on it. Like, everyone, please go watch. I Think You Should Leave is fantastic. There's like a bunch of, like any sketch show, there's a lot of like chaff you have to get through, but like stuff like sloppy steaks or the driving crooner, there are just a lot of fantastic little gems there. So please, if you have Netflix and or if you have YouTube, because they upload clips, please go check it out. My God, just imagining just sloppy chicken. My God, I hate it. For perspective, how spicy is Taco Bell fire sauce to you? We haven't gone there yet. Taco Bell is like, that's implying that I put fire sauce on Taco Bell stuff. So I have no opinion on it. I think the spiciest thing I have is when I do have like a Nashville hot chicken sandwich, and you get like a 1, and it's like, that's pretty good. I could probably do a 2, and I'll be like, ooh, like on a scale of 1 to 4. Is what a lot of the places around here will do. 0 to 4, technically. 0 is just no spice at all. But like usually it's like you have like the 4 ratings. They might call it something like mild, hot, like hell, oh mama, right? It's like that. I could probably do a 2 and be like mostly fine, but like I do a 1 because like, oh, it's just like, it's recreational spice. I'm not like trying to prove anything. So Taco Bell fire sauce would probably be like, it's all right. Like I'd probably feel it, but I'd be like, it's all right. It's just a taste thing. Denny's, it feels weird that Denny's is in fast food and not like stuff like Olive Garden, because Denny's is weird. Denny's is like what's it called? Like not a cafe. A diner. Denny's is a diner. They start with D's, right? I've been to Denny's much more since I don't think I've ever had Denny's before, and then I joined the fighting game community, and Denny's is famous for being a place that's open really, really late. And so whenever you're done with like when you go to your monthlies or a regional or something like that, it's like 11 o'clock at night. It's like, what's open? Well, let's just go to Denny's. So I've been to Denny's a lot because of that. Denny's feels like a solid B. Like, I will never probably go to Denny's. Like, I'll never be like, oh yeah, I'm really hungry, let's go to Denny's. But like, Denny's is there when you need it. It's always like if you're gonna fall, if you're like, man, it's late, I need some food. Like Denny's is there, right? So like Denny's is like always has your back. I think Burger King. I feel like. Okay, in my own personal opinion, I feel like objectively it's this order. However, I feel like I would rather have the food at Denny's than the food at Chipotle 9 out of 10 times, just because I'm not a huge like Mexican food person. So I'm gonna have to put it like this. Also, I think I'm gonna bump Culver's up to A, because looking at it, it's like Culver's. Again, I haven't had that much, but the times I have had it, pretty good. It's very greasy, though. Culver's, I think, is also a smash burger, going back to what we were talking about earlier with that one. Hey, Olive Garden with a passion. I don't know how many times I've been to Olive Garden. The main thing that I know about Olive Garden is the Garden Cast, which is a podcast where like 3 to 4 friends just go and watch an episode of... an Olive Garden ad that just loops on itself for like an hour plus at a time. That is so psychotic. I love it. It's the Garden Cast is one of the things that inspired a commercial stream I did like a year ago, where I just watched one commercial on repeat. So shout outs to the Gardens Cast. I've only watched like 2 episodes, but they're fantastic. That's the majority of the Olive Garden experience I know. So when you're there, your family. Unlimited soup, salad, breadsticks. Genuinely can't believe BK is that high up. It's Burger King B. What can I say, Torn? This is the world you created, Torn. You're the one who said, Ace, do a fast food tier list stream, and you're gonna see these opinions. He who controls the spice controls the universe. Okay. I might be white when it comes to spice. However, if that spice were to allow me to see into the future and survive on the desert planet of Arrakis, and maybe one day if I consume enough of it, I get to get mutated and transformed and turned into like a guild navigator, different story. That is not the case here, so not important. Prefer dry chicken? We prefer dry chicken in this hangar. My god. Eating the Star-Kissed chicken pouch thingy sometimes. What is like Star-Kissed makes me think of tuna. So you mean like the cans? It's like it's like the tuna pouch thing, because if it's chicken. Slightly wet chicken? Do you cook it? Are you supposed to cook? I guess tuna you can just eat raw. I actually don't know if you can eat like pouch tuna raw, but like just that's sloppy chicken. It's pre-cooked. It's already okay. Okay, that's good. I didn't know how weird we're getting with it. If it's already cooked, completely fine. That's just a sloppy chicken. That's honestly kind of funny to me. Would it be like 3 times in 2 weeks after getting coupons and I still felt ripped off? It's not great. Like, it's not an ARS, but like I think it's all right. Again, it's a little bit nostalgia, and it's because of the onion rings, honestly, Torn. If it didn't have the onion rings, it'd be with these ones, but the onion rings really do just like bump it up a tier, because I'm a big fan of those not onion rings. I forgot that pizza was considered fast food, so this is actually interesting. Domino's for a long time would have been a D to me. And then a while ago, and by a while I mean like maybe a decade ago at this point, they switched their bread to like a garlic kind of bread, like their crust or whatever, and that was awful. So it would have still been a D. But then sometime recently, they just have normal pizza more or less now, so it's like an A. It's like a solid A, maybe top of B. Solid A, no, solid A. I've never ordered Domino's though, so top of B. Domino's is a food that other people order, and I'll be like, oh hell yeah, let's go Domino's. But like, I have never ordered myself, so I feel like I have to put it in B. Have a good night, Gabriel. Thank you for popping in. I hope you enjoyed the food opinions. Unsalted fries and soggy chicken sandwiches on disgusting bread. See, that's your issue, Torn. You're getting chicken sandwiches at a Burger King. That's why Checkers is here for me, Torn, because I got a chicken sandwich at Checkers. This is the issue, is that if you want a chicken sandwich, go to a place that actually does chicken. Like Dairy Queen. That's a good segue. Dairy Queen's an A. Dairy Queen, honestly, I'm doing it. Dairy Queen's there, easy. I'm a real big fan of Dairy Queen's 6-piece chicken strip basket. Like Cane's, if you want to get the Ace Windfall, go to Dairy Queen and get the 6-piece chicken strip basket. It's great. You get so much fucking food. It's like $10. You get a chicken strip basket, which is 6 whole chicken strips. They just fill the rest of the thing with fries. If you have a good one, sometimes they skimp out, but really, like, if you go to a good Dairy Queen, they're just gonna give you like basically the entire rest of the like basket with fries. Like it's great. I love it. And you get Texas toast with it too, with a soda for like $10 to $11. That's a steal in this economy. A, easy, possibly even S, depending on like the day. But I think solid A is like really good. Every time I went to Burger King, I lowered my expectations. Every time I was disappointed. What can I say? Onion rings. Has pretty good food. I agree. Even if it wasn't for the chicken, like, I think the chicken is what puts them on top, because I think, again, chicken is becoming king. But like, their burgers, when I was in flight school, occasionally, like, I'd mostly go for the chicken, but like occasionally I go for the burger, because there was one right near where I stayed when I was at flight school. There was like one like 2 blocks away, so I just walked there, and I would just go and like get whatever I wanted. Like, honestly, I think Dairy Queen has just solid food. Dairy Queen is just better Burger King, honestly. We think it's a patriarchy, but honestly, it's a matriarchy. Like Dairy Queen's winning hand over fist on Burger King. It's not even funny. Plus, they have ice cream too. I haven't had ice cream like forever. But shoutouts to when I was younger, when I was a young little boy, we would go to like my grandma's house, and every Saturday. Basically, it was like every other Saturday we'd go to like my grandma's house, and then we would stay the night, and then Sunday morning my dad would come pick us up, and we would drive home, and on the way, almost every time we would go to a Dairy Queen that was right by my grandma's house. And what they had there was, because it's Dairy Queen, they have ice cream. The ice cream I would always get was a chocolate ice cream, like a scoop or two of chocolate ice cream in like a cup, and they had Nerds as a topping. Oh, that was, I don't know the last time they ever had like Nerds as a topping, but like chocolate ice cream with Nerds on it was the thing I had from Dairy Queen like almost every other Sunday for like when I was so much younger. And I have not had that in like 20 years probably at this point. But oh, I think that's fantastic, and so nostalgia feelings also, but it's great. Their burgers are very solid. Like everything about it is solid. Have a good night, Torn. Have a good night, Nugiashi. Thank you for popping in. El Pollo Loco. I love Breaking Bad. Never had it. I think it's coastal. I think it's West Coast. Firehouse Subs. I've had it once or twice. I feel like Firehouse Subs is all right. If you have stronger opinions, by all means. But I think it probably. I think it goes bottom of B. I feel like I can't poop like. It might go here, but I think I see. Is there one on here? There is. There's another one that I'm gonna put in C instead. So for subs, I think that's a B. Easy. Five Guys. Easily, I think the best burger chain on here. I haven't actually looked at everything else, but if we're just going on like the food alone, the burgers and the fries alone, this goes in S, easily. But I'm gonna be conscientious to the service crew and the fact that I don't pay you guys, or more accurately, I pay you guys in spare parts, which are not a redeemable currency in most of the world. Five Guys is prohibitively expensive, which is an issue. So that goes in A. Like, because of cost, that has to go in A. I cannot in good conscience put this in S because, like, Cane's for the longest time, by the way. Again, shout out to Cane's. I got a sandwich combo there when I first really started going there. It was like $6 to $7 for a sandwich, fries, drink, everything. $6-7. Nowadays, because COVID inflation, basically, it's like $10-11. Sure, fine. Five Guys, when I was in like flight school, I would occasionally go there as like a oh hey, you know, I didn't really go to my exams, or it's just like, man, it's been a week, like I deserve a little treat. I go there, it'd be like $15. It's like, damn, that's expensive when everything else costs a lot. Like maybe like 16 to 17, something like that. Nowadays though, I went to Five Guys I think 2 to 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, maybe a month plus ago. I went to Five Guys somewhat recently. It was like $22. If I have to, if a Jefferson, if a $20 bill cannot cover a fast food joint, it cannot go in S. Honestly, part of me wants to put in B for this, but like I think the food is unironically like actually peak. So if its quality was not as good as it was, it would be so much further down for that price. But like, it knows what it has, so tentative. Firehouse or Penn Station, my favorite. Ooh, I've just never had Firehouse that much. Like, I guess when I go for subs, I go for like the ones that I know because I'm not going for anything super crazy with subs. I hear good things about Penn Station. I've never had that one as much either. I think Penn Station is interesting because Penn Station has fries, right? Which I think is rare for all the other sub places. Firehouse is my favorite. Plus Firehouse, you can buy buckets that smell nauseatingly like pickles to support your local firefighter. What? Are they just like extra? Oh, is it just they get buckets of pickles and then whenever they run out of pickles, you can just buy the bucket? Hey, what's up, Tank? We're playing fast food ranked. We are. Canes is my favorite fighter in the fast food ranked game because Canes is what I call a fast grappler. He runs up to you and he grabs you with an untechable command grab, and he gets to do a box combo on you, just like out of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. He gets the Space Stone. He gets to put you in a box combo. And just... Thin fries are good too. I think that mostly just because it comes down to the vinegar. Ooh, vinegar on the fries? Ooh. I just know that they have it because when I was growing up, that'd be like, I think that was my dad's favorite, like, I think it was Pop Ace's favorite, like, sub place. Like, he'd get that a lot, and I would get the fries there. I don't know if I ever, because where we had it was in a mall. So he would, like, get that, and then I would go and, like, get, like, what would I get at that place? At, like, the mall food court. I'd get something else in the mall food court that wasn't that. I think it was a burger thing. IHOP, I was saying this earlier. IHOP had the genius move with calling it IHOB. IHOP might be, I don't know, like, expensive-wise. All I know is I was there, like, a few, like, months ago for breakfast food, and it hit, so IHOP easy A. Probably above Culver's, just because I've had, I guess theoretically I've had Culver's and IHOP at the same amount of times, but just, like, IHOP is so much more interesting in its niche that I just kind of like it more. In-N-Out, Coastal. Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box to me is the biggest. When I'm talking about Burger King's going downhill and chicken on the rise, Jack in the Box to me is the prime suspect. Maybe it's just a local thing, but I feel like every Jack in the Box around me, around the hangar, has gotten slower. The food has been like, it's never like hit as hard as it used to. Like if I did this 6-7 years ago, it would probably go about here. Since I'm doing this now with the current knowledge of Jack in the Box and its standings, I think I have to put it. I want to put it here. I really do, but I don't think it goes on the same level of these, and I think I like it more than a lot of these ones. But like, I think I'm gonna put it here. Like it's always a concession. Oh, it's like where do you want to go? Oh, I'm gonna go to Cane's. Oh, I want to go to Culver's, and then you guys settle on like Jack in the Box, like something like that. I can see that, yeah. Speaking of weird things, like Jack in the Box has apparently good tacos. Which again, that's to me that's a little bit weird. Where it's like, I guess Jack in the Box doesn't like. It's not like, it's weird. I don't know. Jack in the Box is weird. It has not been hitting as hard. Just the places around me have been like shutting down or just been bad. So I really like their Ultimate Cheeseburger. I think it's one of the better cheeseburgers from fast food. But just like it's just not. It's the quality has just been going down. But so buttery and oily, almost too buttery. Ooh, see, that's the other thing is like, if they don't control those levels as well, which yeah, if they don't, like it just gets too much. Which, if we're going like oil, like Jack in the Box is definitely one of the more places that you can get something oily. Dairy Queen usually not. Five Guys, I think surprisingly, Five Guys usually isn't that greasy. The greasiest one I've ever had, which is not on here, is called Smash Burger. Shake Shack is very similar to it. Those can be really greasy. Usually if it's something's greasy, it's usually like a Smash Burger to me. Like that greasy spoon that I was talking about earlier, that diner, that local diner, that was always some of the greasiest things possible. Jack in the Box usually has not been that bad to me, but like if you like the butter oil, by the way, actually Culver's is like a king of butter and oil, which again, haven't had that much. The times I had it was really good, but at the same time, I know if I went there more often, I might have heart conditions. Has a very weirdly varied menu. You can get like mozzarella sticks and like cheesecake at Jack in the Box, I think. Like Jack in the Box is really trying to just throw shit at the wall and just see what sticks. And honestly, maybe that's part of the reason why it feels very like, That's right. The Culver's burger, like the big one, is called the Butter Burger. So yeah, if you have not had Culver's but you do like butter and oil, go to Culver's and get the Butter Burger. I forgot that's literally which is what they're called. Like everyone has like their special names for their burgers a lot of the time, like Whopper or like Big Mac. Culver's got the Butter Burger, so watch your heart when you eat that. They probably have, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a teriyaki chicken. Jack in the Box literally just throws stuff at the wall. They had some, what else did they have recently that I was like, what the fuck, why do you have this? Like they had like, was it just the teriyaki chicken? I feel like they just make stuff up and they're like, yeah, we have this now. I think to me it was the mozzarella sticks was the bigger one. Where I was just like, what, why? Even though I think Burger King had mozzarella sticks a while ago too, which is like, why? I've never wanted fast food mozzarella sticks. Family restaurant mozzarella sticks, sure. Fast food, I don't trust you. I can't explain it, but fast food and family restaurant have us. There's a reason why you don't see Olive Garden or like Red Robin. Do you see Red Robin here actually? Like, yeah, you don't see like Olive Garden or Red Robin or anything like a sit down place here because there's a little bit of a different tier. Arby's has them. I wouldn't never had Arby's, mind you, but like I still wouldn't trust it. I think I've heard better things about Arby's than anything else, but okay, Jersey Mike's. This is when I put Firehouse here. The reason why is because Jersey Mike's goes here. Maybe here. But Jersey Mike's is like all right. It's one of the more all right ones where it's like I think Jersey Mike's is fine, but I've never like wanted to go to Jersey Mike's. There aren't that many around me anyway, but like I feel like I'd rather go to Firehouse or I'd rather go to Jimmy John's, which this might be a hot take. Again, this is maybe just like a personal thing, but I think Jimmy John's is a higher B. I know Firehouse is, again, this is probably like Firehouse is probably the better one, but it's just like Jimmy John's is the one I know, so it's the one I go to more often. Also, I like that you get the box lunch. You want to get the Ace Windfall combo, you get the box lunch. You get a quarter spear of a pickle, and you get a chocolate cookie. You don't even have to eat the chocolate cookie then. It's really good. You just save it. A lot of the times when I've had Jimmy John's, I like go to move it here actually. I go to Jimmy John's and I get the box combo, I get the box lunch. I get the cookie and I just save it for later, and then I'll like stream and I'll eat it like after stream. It's great. Cousin is a manager of a Jimmy John's. Tell him he got to top B on an Ace Windfall fast food tier list. He'll be so excited. He'll be like, who? All right, Jollibee. I don't know what the fuck I've heard of the Jollibee. I think it's coastal. Honestly, for some reason, I didn't even think this was American. I thought this was like Australian. If someone wants to explain to me what a Jollibee is, by all means. It looks a little terrifying. Honestly, is this the one that had, yeah. I looked at this tier list earlier, and I noticed Wawa was on here. I know what Wawa is, which makes me think the Jollibee is the same thing. Wawa, to my understanding, is an East Coast gas station chain, which is just has really good food. I feel like Jollibee is the same thing. Also, that Jollibee wasn't American. Okay, so maybe I'm not crazy. Maybe this is like a different thing. Looks like the Noid's cousin. He looks like a CalArts Noid or something. Yeah, like a little like who are you? I'm you, but like better. Because he's got the red and the white, and he's got the little. Good lord, I hate this so much. This possibly foreign intruder over here, the Noid just rebranded, which would try to like be like, oh, here, they don't want me over here at Avoid the Noid, he ruins pizza. What was that? Was that Domino's? Was that Pizza Hut? I think it was a Pizza Hut thing, right? Either way, like he had to rebrand because no one cared about him. All right, KFC. Talking about chicken has been on the rise. KFC has not though. Because I feel like a lot of the better chicken places are a little bit newer in the grand scheme of things. KFC has been around for so long. And they ousted Colonel Sanders. And they started switching his chicken and he wasn't happy about it. Which I get. And when I was younger, they used to have the Chicken Littles, which were like square. You guys remember, have you ever had the square Chicken Littles? Like back in like the 90s, early 2000s. They had like the little square ones that they were like little chicken patties basically on like a biscuit for the bun. They got rid of those and they swapped them out with just like a small shitty chicken sandwich. It's a C. It's like here. I wish it were better because I think it has potential in our chicken environment that we're living in nowadays. KFC has potential, but it's doing the thing that a lot of the other places have, where it's been on the decline for who knows how long. Very plain. I don't think I've had their mashed potatoes in any recent memory. Usually when I go in recent things, it'd be like I get a chicken sandwich with like the fries, right? Trying to do like because they try to do the Popeyes thing of like, we're a chicken restaurant, we're gonna have a chicken sandwich, come get our chicken sandwich. And honestly, it's the same reason, like it's not big enough. It's very like a lot of times I get like their chicken sandwiches, they're just like, it's mostly breading. It doesn't have actually like the meat in it. So like it's C. It could be so much better, but it's not. Was it KFC that did the chicken sandwich where the bread was chicken breasts? Oh, you're talking about the double down? Oh, shout outs to the most insane sandwich known to man, woman, or child. One of the most insane ones. There's another one where it has like where it has like Krispy Kreme donuts as the bun. That's also wild. But yeah, KFC famously had the double down, the Heartstopper. Oh, is that the Krispy Kreme donuts one? Maybe. Okay, that makes sense then. But the KFC one was the double down, where it was 2 chicken breasts as your like buns with like, I think it was bacon. Hold on. Do I have an alt? I don't. Here, let's do. We gotta do a little bit of finagling real quick. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. KFC Double Down. KFC's Double Down returns March 6th for only 4 weeks. Wait, what? Oh, wait, that's already passed then. Dang it. KFC.com newsroom. So the Double Down is a sandwich offered by Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurants. It is 2 pieces of fried chicken fillet as opposed to bread, containing bacon, cheese, and a sauce. Let me just here you go. This is the KFC Double Down. The hubris of man That's all I can say with this thing. This is the most hubris of man thing I've ever done seen. C. KFC's and Arknights, does that count for anything? Actually, Wisteria, it doesn't, because if you go onto Global, as you well know, Wisteria, if you go onto Global on Arknights, there is no KFC branding. That's only in CN and in JP and probably Taiwan if Taiwan gets that. But that is not in full-on Global because it's generic. It's Rhodes Island Kitchen is the theme for it. So because... Actually, you know what? D! Because Colonel Sanders wouldn't let me buy KFC for it. I'm going to spike put it in D now. Thank you, Wisteria, for reminding me of that. Heck you, KFC. You deserve to be in D because I don't get my fried chicken KFC version of Arknight skins. Instead, I gotta get the Rose Island Kitchen, which honestly is probably better because it has no tie-ins to a fast food corporation. But so be it. You go there. Little Caesars is probably one of the best pizza places for the price. I think I have to put that one in there because obviously it's not the best pizza place. But for the price and for what it does, it is so peak that it goes there. You can get a pizza for like $5. I don't know if it's still $5. They might have upped it by now, but like Little Caesars is just, it's hot, it's ready. What more could you want? Like that's so free. Plus, I've never heard like bad no one has ever bad talked like Little Caesars outside of just being like, oh, it's cheap pizza. Well, that's what it is. That's what you get it for. Go and get those little like the crazy bread they have too. It's crazy. I love it. Is a min-max establishment. It's so true. It's so true, and I respect it so much. As someone who is not a min-maxer, who usually doesn't care for min-maxing, they have done it so well that it is in fact awe-inspiring. And the fact that I can go and like I can order online, and when I go there, they have the little, it makes me feel so futuristic. If you order at Little Caesars online and you go into the store, they have a little tray thing that you go and you type a code in, and like a door will open up and it will spit your pizza out of you. And that's so extra and bougie too. It's, you know, they save so much money on their pizzas that they put in a fucking pizza robot. A pizza like a safe cubby lock system thing. It's great. It's min-max. It's perfect. From God Off to some of the best fast pizza I've ever had. I think I agree. I definitely agree. Like the range is pretty big, but if you were to look at like a box of whisker, if you know what a box and whisker plot is, the box and whiskers, like it can outlier to really bad, but I think the majority of it, like the bell curve is mostly in the good side and very little on the bad side. It can get that way, but I think it's usually a hitter. It's pretty bad, but I have no room to judge because my favorite pizza is actually the frozen kind you cook in toaster ovens. Like, ooh. I had that's not on this list. I had a Red Baron one. Shout out to the Red Baron. As a pilot myself, I like flying things, so I like his stuff. That's my go-to choice. I think I'm not a big fan of those though. I've been eating a little bit more often just because it's nice to have and it's cheap to get and it's easy to get. But like I think for the longest time I never got like a good one until I started getting like the Red Baron ones. Every time I would have it beforehand, there would always be so many splotches of area where there was not cheese. And it's just like, how do you fuck this up? Just put cheese on the pizza. And I've heard people tell me like, Ace, just go and put extra cheese on yourself. And I think that is counterintuitive to the idea. Why do I have to fill in for your shortcomings of a pizza making operation? But Red Baron pizza that I've been getting, the triple cheese one with like the little like spice or whatever on it, it's great. So shout out to that. That's actually a good like frozen pizza. Tostino's frozen pizza. I don't know if I've actually tried Tostino's. I've tried a lot of different brands, but I don't know if I've actually pulled for the Tostino's one. Maybe because I always think in my mind like they're the pizza bagel one, and I don't know if they've made the transition to fully like frozen pizza. Maybe I'll keep my eye out for it next time. As long as it has fully covered cheese. Like, that's the big thing. Long John Silver's is, seafood and chicken? They have chicken? Look, I don't know. I don't trust Long John Silver's. I'm gonna put it in D. I'm gonna put it all the way down here. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. If there's a Long John Silver stand out there, please give me your opinions. I can bump it up to above Checkers for spite purposes, but like otherwise, no. It's like sweet ketchup on sweet cardboard. I love it. Ooh, didn't you just said you didn't like sweet? You said you didn't like sweet coleslaw from Cane's. Now you're saying sweet ketchup on sweet cardboard. I guess it's all a matter of perspective as well, right? Like if you're going for here and you're getting coleslaw, you maybe don't want it sweet, but like I know Tostino's is sweet cardboard and sweet ketchup, so maybe like your brain is just like, yeah, I want it for that one. Don't like sweet call, doesn't mean it. Yeah, exactly. Like it's just a specific, like with specific foods and specific situation thing. Completely understandable. Okay, McDonald's. This is so interesting to me because McDonald's and like Chick-fil-A are the only two that don't have words on their thing, right? Like it's relying on just like you know what this is, and Dairy Queen, I guess too. But everything else is like our name is like in our thing. McDonald's is such a huge like touchstone for like all fast food. And I know a lot of people don't like McDonald's because McDonald's is like the, you know, it's the fast food. It's like, of course, like every single fast food place has gotten nothing but worse over the past few years because like they want to maximize their profit because they're a corporation, which that's, you know, on its own thing. For instance, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, McDonald's switched out their buns like within the last year or so. I noticed that, and I still don't 100% know if I like the new buns. I'm pretty sure I like the older ones better because the newer ones don't feel like soft anymore. They feel like they're like constructed. I can't explain in words, but they feel more artificial than their previous buns did. So I don't know how I feel about that. However, McDonald's, as not great as it is, it also is one of the most consistent things to me. Very like the Little Caesars box and whisker plot I mentioned, McDonald's is mostly solid. I think it's bottom of A. I go there probably more often than I care to admit, just because it is. And also, that's the other thing, is it's still fairly cheap. It's out of these things, it might be the cheapest thing in A tier. Well, except for Little Caesars. Little Caesars is min-max to hell. Shout outs to that. But like McDonald's is like the cheapest thing in A. You always know what you're getting. It's not great. Honestly, it could also go in like bottom of B, but like I feel like it can go here. I'm a sucker for their apple pie as well. It's not great. Don't even know if they're real apples, but like a little bit nostalgia for that. And you guys know my McDonald's breakfast order. That cinnamon man. Again, that's a lot of nostalgia, but like, look, no other place on this tier list will allow me to get 4 hash browns as a breakfast, but McDonald's will. So bottom of it. Do you think McDonald's doesn't taste too bad, but every time I get it, I get a tummy ache. Ooh, your stomach is trying to like no, don't do it. You know better. But like, I agree. I don't think it's bad. I think it's like, it's the base. There's a reason why whenever one of the things that I remember from the 2012 Olympics, whichever one was in China, I remember that people were talking about like a lot of the Olympians would go to like McDonald's just because they knew that no matter where they went, like that's not just for that, but just for anything. Like you can go to a McDonald's anywhere and you know what you're gonna get, because it can only be better than what you've already had. It will never be worse. And so like there's an interesting sustainable level of quality that McDonald's has. So very solid A. Moe's Southwest Grill. I don't live in the Southwest. I've never heard of Moe's. So that goes there, easy. Noodles and Company. This is a fun one. I mentioned when I went to Chicago for Combo Breaker, right? I had never had Noodles and Company before. I think I had seen it around here. I think it's just a thing, but like I've never actually had it. I had it up there at Combo Breaker. I got the butter noodles. They were pretty good. I don't know how I don't know how expensive they were. I'm kind of interested in like, wait a minute. They don't have Fazoli's on this list. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, first off, okay, similar to how we did Fatburger, it's not up here anymore. Just how like we did Fatburger earlier. Fatburger would have been an A, by the way, from looking at those images. Fazoli's is not on this list for some reason. Because they're cowards and or they don't know what Fazoli's is. Maybe it's a Midwest thing. Don't know. Fazoli's is a fast, casual Italian place. Noodles and Company made me think about it because Noodles and Company is noodles. Fazoli's is a lot like a lot of just Italian noodle dishes. You can get pizza, and they have the best breadsticks known to man, woman, or child. They are manna from heaven. They are literally the best thing ever. In fact, speaking of restaurants changing over time, Pizza Hut's a big example of it. But Fazoli's is also one as well, because Fazoli's used to have a thing called the Breadstick Angel that would go to your table and be like, "Do you want more bread?" They'd go around. They were called the Breadstick Fairy. Not Angel, Fairy. They would go around with a basket of breadsticks and be like, "Do you guys want more for your table?" And you would always say yes, because the breadsticks are the best thing at Fazoli's. And it's a crime against nature that Fazoli's is not here, because Fazoli's would be an A tier right between Five Guys and Dairy Queen easily. What's up, Vortis? Happy Sunday. I whiffed that so hard. How did I get Sunday? Happy Thursday. Welcome in, Vortis. We're about halfway through the tier list right now. If you have any questions on any of this, by all means. They left out Fazoli's, which is a fantastic fast Italian restaurant, but they left Noodles and Company, which is both Italian and also Asian, because it has both types apparently. I think I saw ramen there. Don't know. Again, I've only been there one time, but I like their butter noodles. I think they have a lot of potential. I'm gonna put them here above Culver's, maybe even above IHOP. I'm gonna put them above IHOP. I like pasta a lot. There's not a lot of places where you can go like get fast food Italian like pasta, so like honestly, put it up there. It's like all type. It's a lot of Italian, but also a lot of Asian. So like, it's literally in the name. It's Noodles and Company. The one time I had it was pretty. The only slight, actually, I want to put it down, but I can in good conscience just because I think I did like it more than I would like an IHOP because I like pasta. However, it's really upsetting that they don't have Parmesan cheese. Like, I don't know how they did have Parmesan cheese, but like they didn't just have like a packet or whatever. Again, I think we talked about this before. I think I could have just went up and asked them for like a bowl of it. Like they would have to like carve more themselves. Maybe I would even have to pay for it. I don't know how like they are, but like that's the one like big like no, because I was like, what? Why not? Don't think I ever had Fazoli's. It might be a Midwest thing. I don't know like how popular it is. Culver's is very good. I've only had like 4 times. That's a very big Midwest thing. The butter burger and all. If I had it more, it might be further up, but just like I know it's good. I don't know if it's this good. Swenson's Taco Bell. I don't know. A lot of this is just this is the most popular one on Tier Maker. So they have a lot of ones that I feel like are more like West Coast, like California. Because I don't know, like all of these ones I've never like. Jollibee I thought was foreign. Moe's, this doesn't feel like it's a real. This feels like whoever made this tier list, like it owns Moe's, because I feel like a lot of these ones, like Del Taco, sure, Cookout, that looks fancy. Moe's like logo here looks like it's from the 90s. It feels like lost in time. It feels like it should not be here on this list. She's got to be the most unappetizing name for a place to sell food. Sheets. That's interesting. I wonder what kind of food they have. Fresh food made to order. That feels like a Boston Market thing. Thought Moser, so that must be. Ooh, they're not. Are they like an airport food thing? She's a gas station like Wawa. Okay, so it's in this category with like that and Jollibee, I imagine. Jollibee's from Southeast Asia. That's what I thought. What the fuck? Okay, wait. No. Jollibee then is in California. That's right. I have heard about this then. I think it's mostly from Southeast Asia, but I think there are a handful of locations in like SoCal, in Southern California. That's why it's probably on the list then. It's not originally from the USA, but there are locations in the USA, so that's probably why it's here. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Wardis, for that knowledge. I did not know that. I was like, I felt like it was foreign, which it is. But it is, they do have American locations. Okay. Mo's in Florida, so maybe it's like an East Coast thing? Either way, don't know that goes there. Schlotzi. Yeah, there's a lot of... It's a bakery cafe. I don't know what that is. There's a lot of... Roy Rogers, don't know what that is. We'll get there when we get there. Panda Express. You could just go to a real Chinese restaurant. Bottom of C. I feel like... Because C is like... There's nothing inherently bad with these restaurants. But like, there are clear ones that I'd rather go to instead of these. So Panda Express is the same, where it's like, I'd rather just go to like an actual Chinese restaurant. Though, I guess, I think it's some place, like, someone can tell me the Panda Express lore, because I think people do like Panda Express. I think it's like a special thing with it. But like, at least in my like situation, whenever I go, if the rare chances that I do want Chinese on my own, like, just go to like a local one. Welcome to Moe's from the commercial is forever trapped in my brain. What? Is it related to The Simpsons at all? It's probably like predates The Simpsons, I'd imagine too. But like, Moe's just makes me think of Moe Sislak from The Simpsons. Was Panda Express in the Pentagon? Really? Why? Is it? Did they put one in the Pentagon so they could stop like? People used to look at, and I think they still do, like, oh, the Pentagon's ordering a lot of pizzas, right? Or a lot of pizza places around the Pentagon are like busy, so like something's going on. Did they put the Panda Express in to like call it out? It's Mexican. Oh, well, it says Southwest Grill, so yeah, Moe's makes sense. So it's not like the Simpsons one at all, but like, name is weird. I don't know if I'd call any fast food S tier. There's only been one so far, and it's been Cane's, which would have been Five Guys too, but Five Guys is too expensive. Like, some can break an S tier. It's very rare though. Panera. Panera is solid. My guys, they're solid. Panera, it's solid. I've been eating a lot of Panera recently. The Ace Windfall order for Panera. You get the classic grilled cheese, and you substitute your chips for bread. Cause goddamn, if there's one thing I love, it's fucking grains. So you get a grilled cheese sandwich, which is bread, and you get a baguette, which is also bread, and it's perfect. Actually, in good conscience, I have to put it above McDonald's. I'm gonna put it here, actually. Because whenever it hits, it's really good. I just fucking love bread and cheese, and that's what my Panera order is. It's bread, it's cheese, it's butter. There's nothing else you need in the world. It's perfect. That goes here. Little Caesars an A tier, blasphemy, worst beat. Oh, no. It's a min-maxed establishment, Vortis. Little Caesars is revolutionary. It's inspiring with how min-maxed they are. And even though the Box of Whisker plot is big, and it can be awful, you're paying like $5 at most for it. And most of the time, at least in my experience, it's been like solid to great. So like, min-max to hell. Love it. 12 days at the Pentagon, so they have an entire food court. Oh, they have an entire food court. Nice. Did not know that. Hurts my jaw to eat. Ooh. You gotta do jaw strength training. You gotta start mewing, Chase. You gotta start doing that thing. You gotta work out your jaw a little bit. Just either that or you need to get someone to like chew up your food for you like a baby bird and just gotta get that your let me just I was mewing. Or yeah, that's kind of like mewing, right? I have to put like my hand up, right? Because that's what mewing is. It's like putting your hand up and like tracing your chin. And putting your tongue like in a like up there. Because lately I feel like they're overpriced. Ooh. I think everything's been getting overpriced. So with the exception of Five Guys, I feel like no one else is really getting hit for being expensive. But I can see like DQ, especially like maybe the ones around you, maybe getting more expensive. Like what I get is the 6-piece chicken basket, and it's still like $10 to $12 something in there for a fair amount of food. So at least what I get, it hits. Culver's good. I have a bot job. I used to lock when I slept. Ooh, yeah, you need to try viewing then, Shays. Yeah, maybe. Portillo's better than Golden. We're gonna get to Portillo's. I only really get that when I go to Chicago because it's only in Chicago, right? But like, ooh, Portillo's is really good. Papa John's. Papa John's would have, if this was like. Holy hell. I don't know if that was loud for you guys, but it was loud for me because I had to turn myself up because the full house, the background music is really low. Again, by the way, actually, question: is the background music low for you guys? Oh my god, that blew my ears out. Because I had to tune up because I was like, man, my sound is really low. Look at the bunk. Oh my god, Papa John's jump scare. Oh my god. The next time over, oh, sick. We don't have it in our spot of the Midwest, unfortunately. Even a smaller restaurant, like money wise or like food wise, because it is very a greasy area. We'll get there when we get there. Hold on. We gotta deal with Papa John's. And right now, if this was Ace circa flight school, probably A tier. However, I don't think I can put that there in good conscience. I think it goes right above Domino's Pizza though. Actually, Domino's Pizza collab with Miku, so no, Domino's Pizza goes higher. And also, I've had Domino's Pizza more often, more recently. In fact, put it below Burger King. In fact, I can't in good conscience say Jack. I can put it here. I feel like Papa John's is here. Can you rank Papa John's and Papa John's separately? If we were ranking there is no ethical consumption under capitalism. I forgot to say that line when we were doing Chick-fil-A, because that is a very like wait, hold on, zoom in here. I forgot all about that. Look at his, they scrolled at his face. That's perfect. I love that. Oh my god. Is this the right zoom? Oh, this doesn't feel like the right zoom. I feel zoomed out now. I think I fucked up the zoom on this. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, I don't like this anymore. There is no ethical consumption under capitalism, though, by the way. If there were, Chick-fil-A would probably get ranked higher. Papa John's would probably get ranked about where it is. But, like, life kind of sucks. So we got to deal with the devils we're dealt with. Domino's is pretty shit too, but it might have just been the location that was near my college. Haven't eaten Domino's since they're like 10 years ago. Yes, Vortis. I mentioned this when I ranked Domino's. I was in the exact same position. I mentioned like Domino's like about 10 years ago. It was awful, and then around 10 years ago is also when they like tried doing like garlic crusts and stuff like that. Like they tried a lot of stuff. If this was like anytime in the last like before 5 years, I'd put it like in C, maybe D. But like recently, whenever like we're doing events, people like get pizza, and most of the time it's been Domino's. And honestly, Domino's is a very, very solid pizza chain. I think it's like, I might even be like my go-to in most cases, because I think it hits for everyone. Plus, I don't know about the other ones, but I do know Domino's does have gluten-free options, which doesn't affect me, but it does affect some people. So that's the other reason why Domino's is a pretty decent go-to. Don't know what PDQ is. I also don't know what PDQ is. I feel like whoever made this probably lives in California, because Jollibee, Pollo Loco probably is that. In-N-Out is definitely California. Del Taco is California. Like, there's definitely some bias going on here with that. Penn Station, I've never had it actually. I've had their fries. I did mention that earlier when we were talking about subs. I've never actually had a Penn Station sandwich though, so in good conscience I can't put it here. I did like their fries. Again though, that was like when I was a child at the mall with my dad, so I can't really go further than that. But like, in good conscience, I cannot rank Penn Station. All right, Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is interesting. I like Pizza Hut. I think I like it the best out of all the fast food like chain pizzas, because I'm a big fan of the cracker crust, the thin crust pizza they have. which I don't know if the other restaurants, if the other pizza places have it, but I know Pizza has it because that's what my mom Ace, she also likes thin crust pizza. And so that's it. It's really good. I really enjoy it. The crust, like, actually, when you get to the crust itself, that's kind of worthless, but like the lack thereof of bread really allows you to get like the cheese like flavor. Like, it's, I don't know, it's a very unique, different thing. It's really sad that Pizza Hut is not as good as it was like in the 90s, of course. Like, again, with every single thing here, they're all just downward slope. But Pizza Hut, I think, is tied with Domino's. I'm gonna put it above Domino's just because I think I've ordered Pizza Hut, I guess, except for Little Caesars, but like, I've ordered Pizza Hut in the last year. I have not personally ordered Domino's in the last year. I've just had Domino's, so it's different. I feel like they're about the same though. Honestly, I might even put it here, but I feel like that's disingenuous to a lot of other spots. I feel like it belongs with Domino's. I feel like these are the two titans. Little Caesars just, it's on its own shit. Yeah, I honestly, until like recent hangar renovations, I've always been a local person too. But I think after we renovate, I think the old place closed down. I think they might have moved or something. So I guess maybe that's why I've been eating so many frozen pizzas lately, as in comparison, because I just don't know where to get a pizza right now. You know what's not on here? I don't know if there's any like mainstream calzone place, but there's a calzone place not too far from the hangar, and like I've only had it like once, but it was pretty good. So maybe calzone's in the new pizza, but my issue with that is that you can order a whole pizza and then like put it in the fridge and like eat it the next day or two. You can't really do that with a calzone. So that's the only upsetting thing with that. Local pizza place I don't like, unfortunate. If you get a good local pizza place, it hits. Local food almost always is better than local food is S tier 9 out of 10 times. But yeah, sometimes you just get like a bad one. Pizza Loose or Tasty Pizza, I've never heard of either of those because they're local, obviously, right? But like, are they just like really solid like traditional-esque pizzas, right? If so, sounds kind of nice. I love me my local pizza, especially if it's the one that used to be near the hangar was it was just brick oven pizza? Is that what it's called? Where like they throw it and they just put it on the tray and they just slide it in, and then they slide it back out when it's done. It's just nice. It was nice. It was also big. Popeyes. This is actually kind of sad. I would have loved to have the Popeyes chicken sandwich. I would love to have been on that trend, but I just never did. There were like 2 or 3 times that I almost got to, and then like we just didn't go to Popeyes instead. Like, I remember one time I was on like a road trip with some friends and we were gonna go to Popeyes, but then we got lost and we didn't go to Popeyes, and we instead went to Steak and Shake, which is over here, which was very sad because I could have had the chicken sandwich. I just haven't had it yet. I don't know if it still hits, because obviously it's not, like I said, all fast food kind of like declining over the years. I imagine their chicken sandwich might not be as good as it was, but I'd still like to try it one time before I die. So I got like 70 years. Like Popeyes, I probably like it too. I probably like it more than KFC because KFC is D. In my head, Popeyes would probably go here, but since I haven't had it, I can't do anything with it. Tasty Pizza calls the restaurant a hangar. And they have good thin crust? Oh, I'm so in there. Vortish ships them to the hangar. Easy, just like go and get it. Email it to the hangar. Email it to acewindfallchannel@gmail.com. And then I can email you some Portillos. There's no Portillos near me, sadly, actually. Next time when I go to Frosty Faustings, theoretically, I'll email you some Portillos, even though there's one a town across from you, apparently. Yes, please just do both, yeah. Portillo's is fantastic. I only have it when I go like to a major up over in Chicago, right? So it has a little bit of that, like, FOMO isn't exactly the word, but like it's a special treat. So because of that, it kind of goes here. Because the other thing is, Portillo's is very good. It's nothing like crazy, but it's a very solid burger. They have hot dogs too. I've never had their hot dogs, but I've heard they're good. They have Italian beef if you like that. I don't know. I've not. Same reason that Arby's is over here. It's like, why would I want that? Why would I not get a burger or a hot dog? But get that. And the more important thing, the reason this is A tier all the way up here is because they also have one of the other things that is a hubris of man, but in a good way. They have the chocolate cake shake. That's the other reason. Like, if there was a Portillo's near the hangar, I would be so cooked. I would like be 400 pounds or something, because the hubris of man that they said, let's take a shake and we'll throw an entire chocolate cake in there. Umer, happy Thursday. Fuck! Happy Thursday. Welcome on in, Umer. We need to send you Jollibee. It's amazing. Please do. I've heard it's a Southeast Asian thing, and I think they have some in California, which is why it's on this list, but I've never had it. I don't know what the fuck it is. But I do. But you know what? You know what I do know, Umer? It's the chocolate cake shake from Portillo's. Manna from heaven. They take an entire fucking slice of chocolate cake, throw that in with their shake, and they mix that thing up, and it is so just, it is rich. It is not good for me. That's why I only have it when I go to Chicago for a major, because I will not have it any other time. But oh, it's beautiful. It's indulgent. It's great. Stand up, drink. Don't mind if I do, Vortis. I have my peppermint tea here. I got spare parts still, like in my arm crux as I stand up. This might be strangling him. I don't know. That's good, actually. Damn. Feels like the smallest thing I can order at Portillo's is more than I want to eat. Ooh, I get that. Because Portillo's has the same thing that like Shake Shack and a few other things do, where it's like, yeah, because I normally get a double. Okay, so for a lot of the burger places, thank you, Mortis. For a lot of burger places, I get like a double cheeseburger, right? Because as an American, as a 180 centimeter tall American big man, that's the good amount of burger for me. Very rarely do I go for a single, but I do in some places, and Portillo's is one of the places where I will sometimes go for a single because it is still a lot. I don't know how. Maybe it's like the greasiness of it or something about it is just like, sometimes it can just be a lot, so I just get a single instead. So I can see that, especially if you're not like a big eater in the first place. Like, I could see this being a lot. KFC at the bottom is a crime. KFC was gonna be in C tier, Umer, but I think KFC is, at least in the area, has been on the decline for a while. And the thing that really bumped it from C to D was the fact that in Arknights, famous game Arknights, they have KFC skins for everything but for global, which to me says that KFC did not want us Arknights players to have the skins on global for any number of reasons, and so it had to get bumped down because like clearly someone at KFC has an aversion to Arknights, and I take that personally. So D. Okay, Potbelly sandwich shop. I've actually had this. I think I've had it once, maybe twice, but it's just like sandwiches. I think it's mostly when I was like in Chicago. I don't know if it's a national thing or if it's just Midwest, but I have had this like once or twice. Honestly, from the times I've had it, here, I think it goes there. I think it deserves there. Again, this is because I only had it like the twice, so I don't know. This is like maybe I got decent both times, but like it seemed okay. It seemed the right amount of bougie. It seemed the right amount of just like it feels like a little bit more upper scale where you're gonna pay like maybe $2 to $3 more than you're gonna do at like Jimmy John's or Firehouse, but like I don't know. There's some quality about it that's like, yeah, I'll do it, sure. Way too Canadian for this list. Look, we got. I don't know what to say because like half this list as well is weird, but like, yeah, wait, Canada. Ooh, because you guys definitely don't have Canes. You probably don't have Portillo's. Well, maybe you do, because Chicago's close to Canada. Ooh, but yeah, like Potbelly's probably not. Oh man, even Canada, just right across the border, doesn't get some of this stuff. That's surprising. I'm sorry, Umer. We'll email you some food. We're starting an email chain to email food to each other now. A rare, sad day for Canada. They don't get the best of American fast food. I don't know what Qdoba is. I think it's like Chipotle but bad. I've never had it. I want to try Tim Hortons. Ooh. I don't know if I know Tim Hortons is like the Canadian thing, right? That's not on this list, right? Because it's an American list. I guess there are Tim Hortons in America. Surprising that that's actually not on this list. But like, is Tim Hortons the Dunkin' Donuts of Canada? I don't know like if that's insightful or not. But like, I guess I've heard Timbits are good. As opposed to the fact that Dunkin' Donuts kind of sucks, honestly. Seems like Dunkin' Donuts, but cheaper. Ooh, is it better? Would you say it's better? Because that's my big thing is, it's called Dunkin' Donuts. The donuts at Dunkin' Donuts are the worst thing, like, bar none. Like, if someone's like, oh, I got you donuts, it's like, great. And then you open up and it's like Dunkin' Donuts, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? These aren't donuts. What are you insulting me with these? But like I know Tim Hortons has like Timbits, which are like donut holes, which that's all right. Like I have nothing against a donut hole, but like I'd rather have a donut hole. I'd rather have a Timbit than whatever Dunkin' Donuts, whatever swill. Swill is usually used for liquid, so that's not applicable there. Whatever snake oil, that's also usually used. What's like swill but for like a solid food? Like I'm glad Dunkin' Donuts isn't on here. That'd be D. Chipotle but bad sounds accurate since there used to be a location by my house that went out of business in like 2012. Ooh. Speaking of locations that went out of business in 2012, Quiznos. How is this on here? We like the subs, for they are beautiful. Whatever it is. Like, those little terrifying rat creatures from Quiznos. I've had Quiznos like once or twice, but they are no longer a thing. I honestly kind of just want to put one that's like RIP, because Quiznos doesn't exist. I think Quiznos is like Blockbuster, where there's probably like 3 or 4 of them that like are not part of the franchise. They're just like their own thing. But like, going back on nostalgia, like when I've had it, it's probably a better Jersey Mike's basically. I feel like outside of that, it's subs. It's nothing else. We sell mini pizzas now, so I think it's better. What? I don't know if I'd want a mini pizza from a what is effectively a breakfast location, but my interest is piqued at the very least. Do they put Timbits on the mini pizzas? Trash, slop, trash. Ooh, slop or trash. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts are trash. I want a better word though. Swill has like some. I feel fancy when I say swill. Like I feel like my pinky is out and I'm wearing a monocle when I say swill. I need that for like trash. Slop is close. Also, used to be Quiznos that closed down. I had Quiznos. I don't remember how it tasted at all. I think it was like all right, inedible. Not necessarily that, because you can eat it. It's just bad. It's a feeling that I can't describe. There might be one word out there, but it's like hidden away in like an 1820s manuscript, pinned by Jared L. Farnsworth. Repugnant. Ooh. You're opening up your thesaurus for these ones. That's a little bit better. Dunkin' Donuts is repugnant. I like it. That's pretty good. A little two syllables. Ooh, rubbish refuse. Now you're just good thesaurusing trash. I do like refuse. That's pretty good. I don't think that hits it either, but I do just like refuse as a thing. I think the thing with swill is it's a 1-syllable word too, which is really nice, but I digress. You know what's not a 1-syllable word? Roy. Rogers, specifically, as a combined phrase. I can count. I don't know what the fuck this is. Coastal, never heard of it. Dunkin' Donuts are supposed to be cake donuts, but they aren't even good cake donuts. Exactly. Like, I've had cake donuts before. We have what is it called? The fucking Intman's donuts that you get at like the supermarket. Those are cake donuts, and those are really good. But like Dunkin' Donuts are just like dry chicken. I'm for dry donuts. No, the fuck? How do you make a dry donut? Sbarro is the patron saint of all food courts everywhere. So it goes with Panda Express. I have nothing else to say about that. I've had Sbarro like 2 or 3 times. It's all right. I don't know what you want from me on that one. What's up, all highs? Enjoy your lurking. Happy Thursday. Error of the day that time. They don't have Dunkin' still exists. Don't like their coffee either. Honestly, Dunkin' peaked in like the early 2010s when they had Dunkachino for the Adam Sandler movie Jack and Jill. And honestly, they should have just went out of business there. Because you're not topping that feat of whatever that is. Has solid chai, I think. Oh, that is the most. That is saying a lot. That is saying a whole lot there. As I take my sip out of my peppermint tea, I don't know how I feel about this one. Better than Starbucks? I guess I've never had Starbucks Thai either. Or chai, not Thai. I've seen Sbarro combined with other fast food places. It's mostly like in like airports or in like mall food courts. Wait, what do you mean with other fast? You mean like at those places? You mean like as a combination, like a pizza at Taco Bell, Vortis? Because I've never seen a Sbarro outside of a. Okay. I was gonna say I've never seen a Sbarro outside of the wild of being in a food court. So like if you were telling me you've seen a standalone Sbarro's, even if it's like combined with something else, that's news to me. Shoutouts to the well, it was a Pizza Hut Taco Bell. We used to go to one a lot when I was a kid for some reason, and that shit was kind of cool. Because you could get, they didn't have the full pizzas, you could only get like the personal pans, and I don't know, that was really neat. It was too American for me to have my take. If McDonald's, everyone knows McDonald's. If we can give, I'll give you taste sensation feelings, and you say yes or no. There's Jollibee. That's a foreign one. There's Schultzky's. I don't know what the fuck that is. I think that's a lie. This is probably, if someone told me this was not a chain, but this was just one restaurant, I believe them. This doesn't feel like it should be a chain. I forget that chai is. I don't think a fast food place can support itself on exactly chai. Also true. Also true. Finger Arby's Sbarro. Wait, what? That is the most fucked up combination, like, franchise thing I've ever heard of. I don't like that, Vortis. This feels like a lie. This feels AI generated. If you showed me a picture of an Arby's Sbarro location, I'd be like, did you AI generate this? Good lord. Duncan is entirely supported by the population of Boston. Is Boston, like, do they come from Boston? Like, do you think the Duncans are better in Boston? A sea dweller. Only a few names when they're available in my country. Obviously, MC and KFC are there. And then, do you have Jollibee then? Because we were talking about it. Jollibee, I think, is only in California, but I think it originated in Southeast Asia? If so, what the fuck is Jollibee? Because I don't think, I didn't look it up, and I don't think anyone else has mentioned it, but I need to know more, because he just looks like the Noid, as I think Wisteria pointed out. We do have Shake Shack, though. Shake Shack is this the one, wait, someone, no, it's not. I was going to say, is Shake Shack the one that was done by Mark Wahlberg? But that's called Wahlburgers. Different. Shake Shack is really expensive, though. Shake Shack is like Five Guys, but kind of shitty. But not like bad shitty, it's just kind of like, why would I... Shake Shack is like... We haven't got to Steak and Shake, and there's no Freddy's on this list. But Shake Shack is just like a more expensive version. It's like a bougie form of those, but it's like, it's a burger place. Like, I said Potbelly's was like a bougie form of like Jimmy John's or Firehouse. Like, Potbelly's like bougie sandwiches, and they're a little bit more expensive, but it's like, it's fine. Shake Shack is like Five Guys prices, but here's the thing. You go to Five Guys... You get like a small fry. They give you an actual like paper bag filled with fries. You go to Shake Shack, For the same price, you get a smaller burger, not a lot smaller, but like a little bit smaller. But mostly you get like a small, like a McDonald's small size version of fries, which for the price you're paying, you gotta give me more fries. The fact that you're giving me like a small pouch of fries for like a $20 meal, no. And also, it's called Shake Shack. The shakes are solid, mind you, but they're not like anything crazy. And again, you're paying so much for it that Five Guys got demoted from S to A for price. Shake Shack gets demoted all the way down to, I think it's solid, but Shake Shack's like in B because of price, because like food just A, but like extenuating circumstances, no, it'd B. No Jollibee as far as I know. Ooh, the search for Jollibee continues then. There's only 3 remaining Sbarro locations in Minnesota, and one list is permanently closed. It's a dying breed. Because malls are a dying breed, so food courts are a dying breed. So they're only in like restaurants and like college campuses probably. Shake Shack opened recently near Portillo's. I haven't tried it yet. Honestly, just go to Portillo's. Maybe if you feel like spending a little bit more, try out Shake Shack. But like, honestly, I'd rather go to Portillo's based on the experience I've had with both, which I think I've had them probably about the same amount of times, like 6 to 7 times over the course of like the last 5 to 6 years combined. That even might be too much, but like 4 to 6. Like, I feel like I'd take Portillo's any day of the week. Because Portillo's has better shakes. They have the chocolate cake shake, easy. And Portillo's, I like their burger style better. Shake Shack is a smash burger. So a little bit, if you really prefer smash burgers, maybe. But like, out of the smash burgers I've had, it's not like anything crazy to write home about. Like, I'd rather go with Culver's, honestly, if I'm getting like a smash burger. Because I think Culver's are smash burgers, right? Like, yeah, Shake Shack is just, it's too expensive. It's too bougie for generic. Forgot about Wahlburgers. I think most people did because I knew that it was a thing, and I think for a while, I think my dad, Pop Ace thought Shake Shack was Wahlburgers. He's like, yeah, this new place opened up. I think it's the one owned by Mark Wahlberg. And I was like, oh, really? And then like we went there. I was like, this isn't the one owned by Mark Wahlberg. Wait a minute. This is just a generic like bougie ass like wannabe thing. Wait, is Shake Shack? Question for anyone who's been to Shake Shack recently. It's been a while for me. Does Shake Shack wear like the black rubber gloves when they work? Because that's a not a tier list. What do they call a starter pack? There used to be like the bougie burger starter pack place. I think and one of the things in the starter pack was like they wear like the black rubber gloves when they're cooking, and I think Shake Shack does that. So it's just one of those things where it's like, just trying to be bougie. I'm not a fan. But like it's from neighbor country, but not from here. Ooh, okay, interesting. We gotta find Jollibee. Plus the Five Guys, you get free peanuts. That's also true. I'm not a peanut muncher when it comes to like Five Guys, because it's like that's gonna ruin my meal. That's not, the flavor profiles do not mix there. But like, that's all. Again, Five Guys is as expensive as Shake Shack, and you get more for it. So easy. I don't know what smash burger means. Vortis, being in Minnesota, you're in the Midwest then. Do you know Freddy's or Steak and Shake? Because that's what a smash burger is. Instead of being like a McDonald's or a Burger King like patty, and instead of being like a Red Robin like a thicker patty, a smash burger is specifically where, oh, hold on, actually. Do we have it up? Do I have it all tab still? So a smash burger, or if you're I was gonna say In-N-Out. I think In-N-Out is also smash burgers, but like here, open image, new tab. This is a smash burger. It's where the burger is smashed down. It's very, very thin. Like, you'll take it and we were looking at Fat Burger earlier because that's apparently a place. It's not exactly that, but like imagine like, yeah, where they smash the burger down. Like this looks very, it's not exact. This doesn't look as smashed as some of the other ones, but like the basic idea is that they take the burger, they put it on there, and then they just take the spatula and they just smash the burger to make it super duper thin. It's what Steak and Shake does. It's what Freddy's does. It's I think what Shake Shack does. I'm pretty sure. It's what In-N-Out. I think In-N-Out does it. I like it. However, I think I like Five Guys more. I think it's the generic burger shape. Smash burgers are very good, but like again, it's just. So weird Steak and Shake is on this tier list, but not Freddy's. I know, right? Maybe Freddy's was a thing in 2019, but maybe Freddy's has been popping off a lot more recently. Because we haven't got to Steak and Shake yet, but we mentioned it earlier, but Steak and Shake is not. Steak and Shake is just not anymore. Because Freddy's was nearby, it's just better. It sucks. It's so true. Sheets is a never heard of because we mentioned this is like a gas station thing apparently. Skyline Chili? What? No. Sonic, I've had like 3 times in my life. I think it's interesting that Sonic is still like, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the last time I was there was I was in high school. But do they still have the thing where you just like drive up and they have like a bellhop come out to you? Like they're doing like the skater hop thing, right? If they're still doing that, that's kind of cool. So like outside of that, it's kind of generic to me otherwise, since I haven't had it in a while. I'm gonna put it top of C though. I think it's cool. Plus that's Sonic the Hedgehog, like way past cool, right? Actually, I heard good things about Skyline Chili. What do they just have chili? This is a weirder one. Out of a lot of the things here, this is a weird one because chili is a specific thing. This is like Boston market to me, where it's like, what does rotisserie kitchen mean? What does chili mean? Like what? Skyline and spaghetti. Ooh. Do they have? Can you get like a spaghetti mac? What are they called? A chili mac? Or do you have to just like make that on your own, Vortis? It's more like a saucy chili. Ooh. Interesting. So speaking of chili mac, that makes me think of Steak and Shake. You can order it at the restaurant. Ooh. So they're kind of like Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake is out of every restaurant on this tier list, this is the one that I have the most to say about. Because Steak and Shake is a childhood sweetheart of mine. I mentioned earlier when I was like younger, we would go to grandma's and like we would come back and we would go to Dairy Queen a lot and we would get like the chocolate ice cream with like the nerds on it. When I was a little bit older, after I stopped going to grandma's, occasionally like on Saturday mornings or on like Sunday mornings, me and my dad would like go out, we go to like the mall or we would do something to like kill time. And a lot of times we would eat like Steak and Shakes. This is like when I was like in late elementary, maybe early middle school. And we would eat Steak and Shakes so like almost every like Saturday or Sunday. It's just where we went. And so like at the beginning I got spaghetti there, which is weird because they have spaghetti on the menu, because I guess Steak and Shake just has a little bit of a weird, it's not like Jack in the Box levels, but the fact that you could just get like spaghetti at Steak and Shake, I had that for a while. Eventually I realized how good burgers were outside of just McDonald's, so I started getting that there. But like I ate it so often that my dad was even like, "Oh, Ace, when you graduate high school, we're gonna like cater Steak and Shake to your like graduation party," because we just ate there so often. And we went to one specific one that we just went to so often and we always sat. The other thing is we would always sit at the bar effectively, because Steak and Shake, if you've never been to a Steak and Shake, it's not like it's not like McDonald's fast food restaurant. You go into, I'm gonna give you a Steak and Shake experience, like transport you back about 10-20 years ago. ASMR, you're at a Steak and Shake, you drive there with your dad, you guys walk into the main door, the entire restaurant has this black and white aesthetic. In fact, actually here, images, open a new tab, Steak and Shake interior. Yeah, oh sick. Okay, so you go to Steak and Shake. It kind of looks like this, very black and white. The idea behind Steak and Shake is it's supposed to be like a very like an old diner kind of aesthetic. Hey, what's up, Twack? Happy Thursday. Welcome on in. Steak and Shake's gonna be closed because they were all owned by one guy and he managed them poorly. Oh, really? Ooh. We were saying that, like, even with Siri was mentioned, I was mentioning too, like, Steak and Shake as a whole, I guess they're thinking like the entire country just like going on a downhill, just because like you could just go to Freddy's, which is different flavor profile wise, but it's just better. I think in part because they cut out a lot of the chaff. But okay, Steak and Shake. It looks like this. It's supposed to be like a diner experience. You walk inside, it looks like this. I don't know who these people are. This is from like a Toledo newspaper apparently. So I apologize to all these people. I didn't blur this. This is just on Google Images when you search Steak and Shake interior. But it looks like this with all these like tables. Like look at these seats here. They're like bar stool seats. This actually isn't a great picture because it doesn't show the counter at the front. Or maybe the ones that I went to just were different with the counter. Here. Let me see if there's one with... here we go. Open image, new tab. Here. There's like a counter that you could sit at. So you could go... You walk in and you get waited on. It's a fast food restaurant, but you walk in, but they have like waitresses that come up to you. Like you'll walk in and you'll wait, and then someone will come up to you and be like, okay, smoking or non-smoking first and foremost, because again, we're back 10 to 20 years ago when restaurants had smoking and non-smoking sections. Remember that? I just remember that just now when I was explaining this, because that was the last time I think I was seated at a Steak and Shake, was back when they had those. Because I don't think they do seating anymore, because they're all managed poorly. They're all going out of business. But you would go, you would get waited on, you would sit down, you would open the menu, and they had like burgers, they had chicken, like you get the chicken tendies, they had like chili mac, spaghetti stuff. Like they have a very weird like selection of stuff. Because it's very diner themed, like they had shakes, which that's in the name, Steak and Shake, right? And they're great. They're probably one of the best shakes. Possibly they're up there with like Portillo's. They didn't have a chocolate cake shake, mind you, but like they're some of the most solid shakes ever. Went there every Saturday or Sunday. We went there so often. We were sitting at this bar because again, the ones that we went to would have like a bar at the front. So like instead of sitting down, you could also be like, oh, can we sit at like the bar up here? And I loved sitting there because I could see where it was right next to the grill. So me as a young boy, I loved watching them work the grill. I don't know why. Maybe it was because I like SpongeBob and it made me like think like, oh, it's just like SpongeBob. He's flipping burgers on the patty or what? flipping burgers on the grill or whatever. And because they were smash burgers too, like you would see them like they're really scraping it on that grill and they're like they're smashing it down with the spatula, and it's a great experience as a young boy with his father just here at these like in seats at the counter. And like it was wonderful. If you close your eyes, like it was great. And then like, you know, over the years I grew up and it gets slower, it gets a little bit worse. And then like I go off to flight school. I didn't really go there much. And then like now it's like I go to Steak and Shake and like it either takes way too long or like they have a drive-through, mind you. Hold on, does this show it? Look, you can see over here on the right. This place is like, you walk in, you dine, there's like table service, right? You would have to like tip the waitress, because again, American, haha. I digress on that part. But like, it's like it's like a diner place, but they also have a drive-through. And so like, I don't know what Steak and Shake wants to be, I think is the main thing. Steak and Shake, like burgers, steak burgers. That's speaking of like butter burgers, steak burgers. That's what they're called. Steak burgers, fries, milkshakes, chili. Like they have a lot of like different things here. And it's like, do you want to be like an inside diner thing? Do you want to be like a fast food, like with your drive-through? Because like in recent memory, the last times I've been to like the Steak and Shake, you sit in the drive-through for like 20 to 30 minutes. I don't know why it's taking that. Like okay, inside diner service, sure, takes 20, 30 minutes. I'm fine with that. You shouldn't take 20, 30 minutes to go through a drive-through. That's crazy. I don't like it. And like, it's just the quality has been just on the decline. It just takes too long. It's just nowhere near as good. And then the thing that really put the steak in Steak and Shake's heart is that there's another restaurant that has been up and coming called Freddy's. And Freddy's is just like, they took Steak and Shake, but they only have the steak burgers, fries, and milkshakes. They don't have the chili, they don't have the spaghetti, they don't have like the chicken or anything. I think they do have chicken actually, but like, they don't have that. They don't have a diner. They have this kind of like feel on the inside, but it's not like table service. You just go in there and you wait. I think they have like, they just cut out the chaff, and they just like made just a better version of Steak and Shake. Oh, and the other thing with Steak and Shake is they had shoestring fries, which are super like thin. They're great. Ah, it's so sad. Because Freddy's fantastic, but Freddy's like has a different flavor profile because like spices or whatever they threw on it. It's sad. So because of all that, in my mind, in my heart, I want to put it up here. But realistically, Steak and Shake's a D. Steak and Shake's a D. It's really sad. I wish it wasn't, but that's where it got it. That's where it has to be. It's a zombie. It's a corpse of its former self. If I go to a Steak and Shake and it's good, but that is the exception and not the rule. I just like Steak and Shake fries. Twack, no one can tell you your feelings are wrong, but I am giving you a mean side eye because those are one of the best things of Steak and Shake. You just get a handful of fries and you have like 74 fries. They're like, that's the good part. That's the good part. What's up, Joe, by the way? Chief. Chief. Oh, wait, I mean Chief. All my points are gone for some reason. Oh, yeah, is it because there's an issue with, were you looking at, like, the bits? Because, yeah, as a heads up, Twitch added a thing called power-ups, like, today, and you can't turn them off. And so because of that, I made them prohibitively expensive. Please do not do any of those. Those are $100. Do not click on them. I can't turn them off. I don't want them there, so don't do it. But because of that, they now have bits next to the spare parts in the thing, so that might be why it was confusing, but yeah. How many nights could you spend at Freddy's? I could spend a week at Freddy's easily. Easily. I think Chaff works. Ooh, Chaff is a little... Chaff is probably the closest that any of these words have come to being the food alternative to swill. I like that. Good looking at Wisteria. Good looking out for that one. Subway. This is... Subway is the McDonald's of Subway shops. I can't explain a lot. Like, I understand, like, Subway's bread is cake. The footlongs are 11 inches. I understand all that, but, like, Subway's just the McDonald's of burger shops. So it kind of... Honestly, make a new tier. Add a row below. Call it gray. Call it the gate. Because it's just like the ones here. Oh no, keep this orange. I forgot how colors work in this thing. Because it's just like these two are just like they're just whatever. Where it's just like if you're better, if you're more consistent better than them, then you're good. Like I can't explain it. It's just like this is whatever. Get the flatbread at Subway. Ooh, you don't get the delicious cake. the cake bread. Snake, use a chaff grenade to temporarily disable his cameras. And Snake just throws a grenade and it shoots out like Jack in the Box like mozzarella sticks. Oh my god, I love that. Oh, that's so good. I don't know what the fuck Swenson's is. That goes in the here. Taco Bell is... Have I talked about my Taco Bell order? I don't go to Taco Bell because I'm not a huge like fan of Mexican food. That's why Chipotle is like B. I think Chipotle is fine, but Chipotle is like B. Speaking of my weird orders, Taco Bell is one that I go to whenever I go to. I usually went there as a kid. I don't do it anymore because I could just do my Taco Bell order, you know, at the hangar now. I could just order it. But it'd be like usually like my parents would want like Taco Bell, like, Ace, do you want us to get you the usual? Because for me, a lot of times it's like the usual. And for me, the usual at Taco Bell was... it was... 4? It comes in 4s a lot. Maybe it was 3. Maybe it wasn't 4. But like 3 to 4 soft tacos with just lettuce and cheese on it. And an order of cinnamon twists. That was my Taco Bell order. If I were to go to Taco Bell today, honestly, it'd still probably be the same thing. Because I just can't explain it. I'm not a big fan of like loose ground beef that's like in Mexican food really. And I'm not usually gonna be like, I've never had really fajitas. I had at Chipotle, like the fajita burrito kind of thing. It's really good, but like I don't know. That's what I had as a child when I had Taco Bell, and I don't really care for Taco Bell, so it's like Panda Express tier. I'm not gonna put it in D because I know like it's a good deal. Like I know people really like go for Taco Bell, all that stuff, but like for me, it's a weird spot of food, so I'm gonna put it there. Me and my jank ass like weird order. Dorito taco from Taco Bell. Oh, real? Like, oh damn. I know that's the thing. The Doritos Locos Taco. Put some respect on that name. Breakfast Crunch Wrap. Ooh, for breakfast? See, this is... I know nothing about Taco Bell since I have very weird opinion on it. And like, I have very weird like experience with it, so I don't know if these are genuine. These are genuine opinions, but it's just like these are so bizarre to me that all I can do is say I just kind of respect it. Cool Ranch shells. You gotta email them, see if they can get them back. One fast food Mexican to Chipotle. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing is Taco Bell feels like the weaker version anyway, and just like also it's just weird. How do you feel about Mexican rice and refried beans? Is Mexican rice what they have at Chipotle? I don't think I had refried beans, but I think I had the Mexican rice. I think the Mexican rice was fine. Real nice as a side. Ooh. Like, generally speaking, rice as a side will like work with a lot of stuff. So I can definitely see that. Talk about ads from last year made the food look gross and it felt like a food creep shot. I need a lot more context on that one because that sounds disturbingly interesting. As someone who lives through ad block, only very recently have I been getting like ads again because I'm watching like whenever I only get ads when I watch YouTube on like the TV in the break room. And honestly, until recently, the ads for that were like 10 seconds long. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's the content I'm watching now, but like, or maybe YouTube's wisened up, but like I'm getting like 30 seconds of ads now, and it really sucks to watch YouTube on the TV, but I digress. Like I don't know what the Taco Bell ads look like. Cinematography is bad. The lighting was horrible. Sleazy? Do you think it was on purpose? You think like they were like trying to like make it just like, yeah, if you're going to Taco Bell, you know exactly what this is. Yeah, you're watching this. You want this disgusting taco meat, don't you? Like, something like that. Go to an actual Mexican restaurant. I try to get beans and rice. Ooh, like not a fast food, like an actual like a family place or like a local one. Nice. Recently created the Cheez-It Crunch Wrap, which is startlingly real. It's a crunch wrap with a single giant Cheez-It in the center. I think I've heard about this. I think I've heard about this. I have no opinion on this. I don't understand. Taco Bell is like an R&D department for food. They just do shit. I kind of respect it. Between the Doritos Locos and now like the Cheez-It one, they're just like Jack in the Box has a weird varied menu and I don't think it works out. Taco Bell, they got some like top men on that shit. They are true food shit posters. So I respect that. Taco Bana is not something near me. It'd probably be like near Taco Bell, maybe better because I don't know. Torchy's Tacos, I get what the, that feels like local. That should not, that one feels like the most local out of anything on this list. This one feels like it should not be here. I feel like this is one restaurant in like SoCal, whoever made this list. Waffle House. Ooh, we're getting to the interesting ones here. Waffle House. Everyone's favorite fighting game location. Almost every fighting game nowadays, because everything has mods. Everyone mods in a Waffle House because it's one of the most primordial or prototypical like American restaurants where it's like a fight's gonna break out there at like 2 a.m. and everyone at Waffle House is trained to deal with the fights. And I've been to Waffle House twice. And one of those times was in high school on a field trip with a bunch of other kids. And that is a very interesting, like, for some reason, it was left up to a vote of the people on the bus where we'd go for lunch, and Waffle House won. And so we went to Waffle House, and it was food. I respect it for its cultural impact. However, that was food, and it was just very interesting. I think in good conscience, because of its cultural impact and because theoretically you would think it's close to IHOP, right? Because of that mixed thing, I'm gonna put it here right behind Quiznos. That might be too high, but at the same time it could also be too low. I don't really know, but it's something in my heart feels right about putting it there. It was some of the food of all time. Never been. I feel like everyone, if you're an American, you have to go at least once just to say you've been. I'm not saying go at like 2 a.m., right? But like just say you've been there, or just like go in the parking lot, just like peek in, just to say you've been. Wawa is, I'm gonna put it, I could put it never had because I actually know what Wawa is. However, it is a coastal thing, so I'm gonna put it here. My understanding is Wawa is a restaurant, is a gas station chain basically, but they have really good like food, like a Quick Trip or a Casey's. Those are like Midwestern things that are like gas stations with like good food. Wawa is like that. I hear people really like it. I don't know. I'm putting it there. Greasy diner food. I've never, like, that's the thing is, I think theoretically I like greasy diner food. Because, like, I love IHOP. I love, like, Denny. Like, I'm never in, like, the position where I'm, like, it's not the right time of day ever, is my thing. I think I'd love to have, like, greasy diner breakfasts more, but I wake up too late, and I never want to go out at night. So it's only very rarely like after like an FGC event, like I'll go to like a Denny's or something like that, or like outside of that, like I'm never at like any of these breakfast locations, which is kind of sad because I think like disgusting like greasy like diner breakfast in my head it's there's something not, I don't know if it's good, but it feels like it's good for the soul, right? It feels like something where it's like, yeah, I just kind of needed this as like a refresher kind of thing. While right next to sheets, they're equal. This is ordered by alphabetically. I understand that these are equal, but like all of this is nothingness. Drew sheets every once in a while. Ooh, okay. So we got sheets. Either way, that is coastal, never heard of it, so I have no strong opinion either way. Chicken fried steak at like 4 a.m. once at Denny's. Ooh. See, again, that's also a lawless land, but I think it has a little bit more law. Like, IHOP, Denny's, and Waffle House are the same thing, but it's lawful to chaotic. Denny's is definitely the most neutral. IHOP is the most like lawful. Waffle House is chaotic. Like, they are on the same food spectrum, but the vibes of each are very different. Pancakes are a comfort food and omelets are far behind. Oh, I really like pancakes as well, but honestly, whenever I'm thinking about these in breakfast food, I'm thinking of hash browns, which I famously love McDonald's hash browns, but like real hash browns at these ones are different, but because they're different, like I haven't had them as much. And so like when I went to the IHOP like a couple months ago, which was the first time I had in a while, like I think it's the hash browns is the main thing that I kind of want whenever I want breakfast food. That and pancakes, like both together. And just like I'm chasing it. I need to get it. It's a gas station. Is it West Coast, East Coast? Oh no, it's this would be East Coast, right? I think Wawa is also East Coast, but I think Wawa is more specifically around like New Jersey. And maybe Sheetz is more along the entire coast. As a country fried steak omelet in Savine. I don't think I've had country fried steak, so I actually don't know what that entirely implies. That's an interesting thing, though. You're just taking an entire country fried steak and putting it in the omelet? That feels like a lot. That feels like it'd be a rock in my stomach, possibly. Speaking of rocks in your stomach, Wendy's. Which I don't think it's that bad actually. Wendy's is definitely another one where it's like it got hit from just decline over the years. A big thing to me is that Wendy's has changed its fries up more than I think any restaurant on this tier list. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But like Wendy's had their original fries in like the 90s and 2000s. Sometime in like the late 2000s, early 2010s, they switched to like the sea salt fries, which I thought were fantastic. I really love those sea salt fries. And then in the last couple years, they moved back to some other type of fry. I think they're trying to like be like the old style fry that they used to have, but they're not. I know they're not. Super salty now. Honestly, I'm okay with salty personally. That comes with the territory of most of these food things. I also miss the sea salt fries. But yeah, the new fries they have are not, they're very which is sad because I thought Wendy's had like great fries before and now they're just like I think the burger is usually like very solid. Like if the burger hits, the burger like hits. Plus it's square, which that's a very fun gimmick. That's adorable. The frosty quality has gotten worse over the years, but still it's still okay. And overall it's expensive. All of that combined, I think Subway beats the gate. Or I think Wendy's beats the gate. And I think it goes at the very bottom. I was thinking maybe putting it like here or maybe even here. The thing is I have Wendy's more often than I have any of these three, but I think just from a objective standpoint, I think Wendy's, if they had sea salt fries, I'd put them here, easy. But like because of the new fries, I can't. I think it has to go here. I'm just missing it. What was started in Pennsylvania but quickly crawled along the entire coast? Ooh, so maybe they're both along the entire coast. Speaking of coast, Whataburger is, I think, a West Coast thing. Don't know what that is. Get over there. White Castle. This is, spoiler, this is like the last thing I have a strong opinion on. I think White Castle sucks. Plain and simple. Because my first experience with White Castle ass? Oh no! Oh hell no, Hysteria! Holy shit, I've never seen such whiplash. Out of everything I expected that anyone would put an S, White Castle in an S is okay, that makes much more sense. Because I could see what Vortis is saying with like it being a guilty pleasure. Like I could see it like being an A for someone, but like actually put an S, that is actually insane. I think White Castle is one of the worst restaurants. However, there is of course some very good bias here, which is the first time I had White Castle was when I was in high school, and in that same situation where we had the Waffle House. I don't know if it was the same year, but basically like every year we did a thing. I was part of what was called Model United Nations, Model UN, and every year we would put on a thing where we would like, you know, we would host the Model United Nations for a lot of middle schoolers in the area. And like we would go and like it was an entire day thing at like a convention center, and during like the day you would like go out to eat food. And so that's where the Waffle House thing came in. And one year we did White Castle. And so what happened was we got one of those cases, and I was like, oh, I don't want like onions on it because I don't like onions on my stuff. And they're like, okay, so we got an entire case. However, I don't know if you know this about White Castle. Whenever they cook their stuff, they cook it on a bed of onions. They probably scraped it off for when they made our food, maybe, but even still, because it's always on a bed of onions, like all that onion stuff is permeating it. So you have it. I will say this, I respect the format. I think tiny slider hamburgers are fantastic. Shout outs to Steak and Shake, because Steak and Shake, while being a sad zombie shell of its former self, at one point they did also have like tiny burgers, which slider tiny burgers are adorable to me. I don't have them often, but I have a very soft spot because I think they're adorable. They look so tiny and adorable. So White Castle, similarly, like they're tiny adorable burgers. I kind of appreciate that, but like the actual like food, the content of the food itself, I just can't. I had a very bad experience, and it didn't help because the fact is, at that Model United Nation, we got a case of burgers. We actually got 2 cases of burgers, I think. We left them, we ate one case, and I don't know if we ate the other case all the way or if we even opened it, because I think we left it there overnight at the convention center, and we went in the next day, and we could smell the smell of onions permeating that room that we were in. And it was awful. And because of that, and because just the general experience with, like, it always has onions, I below Checkers. It's above Long John Silver's, because I think Long John Silver's is like a joke of a restaurant, but White Castle just like, it's to me, it's sad. Was the Harold and Kumar movie is god awful? Maybe it's because I watched Comedy Central a lot as a kid, then that's where I watched a lot. I don't know if it's awful. If I watch it nowadays, I might change my mood on that. Like, but I feel like, okay, Harold and Kumar the movie, C. Harold and Kumar the movie goes between like Sbarro and Carl's Jr. Wiener Schnitzel is German. I don't know why that's here. Wings Over, that's I don't know what that is. Wings Stop? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Is that just a Pizza Hut thing? I don't know what. I've heard of Wingstop. Like, I feel like I can put it in never had because I think I've heard of it. But wait, this isn't. Why? There's no Buffalo Wild Wings, by the way. Speaking of like restaurants, there's no Fazoli's on this. There's no Freddy's on this. There's no Buffalo Wild Wings, which, okay, maybe Buffalo Wild Wings is you could argue maybe it's a family restaurant, but like, I'm thinking of Wing Street. Oh, I am. I might have been conflating those over the years. I'm gonna put it in never had though, because that sounds close enough that I feel like I've heard about this one, and this might not be a coastal only thing. Has the best fries. Do they have only wings? Are they basically like a Buffalo Wild Wings kind of thing? Zaxby's this year is because it's coastal. Never had it. So this is it. This is really sad, actually, that Cane's is the only S. I feel like I'm okay with this though. If I was feeling generous, I'd bump these two up. But honestly, I'm okay with this. If this was like, if I was on like the second tier, if these were still here and these were like bumped down like this, I might do it. But like, since we have the gate now, like, honestly, I think this is it. I think we did. I think we tier listed the food service crew. In short order, coastal food is not existent. I've never been to Arby's because they have the meats, and I've never wanted what is it? A roast beef sandwich. Blimpies, I only know that from 30 Rock. Bojangles is chicken, and I don't think it's super common, but I have heard of it. Boston Market, I don't know what your marketing is. Ironically enough. Churches, just never had it. Penn Station, just never had it. I've had the fries though, pretty solid. Popeyes, sadly never had it. I want to eat that chicken sandwich. Qdoba, just never had it. Wingstop, just never had it. Steak and Shake, sad zombie shell of its former self. Once was an A, maybe even S tier, but now it just sad, disappointing. KFC would be C. Arknights, it disrespected Arknights, got bumped down. Checkers, sad chicken sandwich. White Castle, slider incident. Long John Silver's, that's a joke. This is the Necco arc of fast food restaurants. Sonic, it's okay. I like Sonic the Hedgehog. Quiznos, that went out of business. Waffle House, it's food. Jersey Mike's, it's like Subway, but like Pepsi to Subway's Coke. A&W, it's all American. Has my initials too. Actually, it's a little A&W bump. Carl's Jr., it's Hardee's. Sbarro, Panda Express, food court. Both of them food court. Taco Bell, I'm not a huge fan of Mexican. Jimmy John's, it's quick. It's okay. I like it. Honestly, Jimmy John's probably is better than Subway, is the fucked up part. But I'm not changing that bit on the tier list. Pizza Hut, Domino's, both very good pizza. I like the thin crust from Pizza Hut. I like the generic pizza from Domino's. Domino's is very generic pizza nowadays. Shake Shack, way too expensive for what it is. Burger King, I like their onion rings. Denny's, it's like Waffle House, but I'm not scared. Papa John's, it's like Domino's, but kind of worse. However, Papa John's does have the thing where you just get a cheese stick, which is just like a cheese pizza without sauce on it. So that's kind of sick, actually. Jack in the Box, its hubris has been its downfall. Chipotle, I don't like Mexican food, but it's pretty alright from the time I had it. The one time I had it like a month ago, so yes, B, I'll take it there. Wouldn't be higher if I liked it. Fire Ass Subs, it's alright. McDonald's and Subway, they're both like the standard for all other food. Honestly, the Gate might even be like down here. It's nebulous. The Gate really is kind of like in a weirder spot. Like the gate is an ever-present. It's kind of like permeating both of these things, where it really just depends on the day for both of these. The sad part about Subway, actually, I didn't say this for Subway because I just said Subway was just the McDonald's of subs, which is true. But the Subways, at least around me, they don't have barbecue chips anymore, which I think is a sin. I think that's a big oversight. Because for a while, like, you know, you get the Lay's chips, and they had barbecue chips, that's great. That's what I love. But then they stopped those, but they still had the baked barbecue chips, which honestly, I think those are fine too. If they still had those, that'd be fine. But like all the Subways around me, no barbecue chips anymore. So whenever I go to Subway, I have to like go and get my own barbecue chips if I want that, which is sad. Kind of sucks. McDonald's it's McDonald's. It's not great. It's also not terrible. Wendy's, you could have been better. Potbelly, bougie sandwiches. Culver's, Butterburger. IHOP, it's like Denny's, but I don't feel scared. Panera, bread on deck, bread on the floor. Noodles and Company, they weren't lying. That company do be having noodles. Little Caesars, big savings. Chick-fil-A, it's Pride Month, sorry. DQ, I like chicken. It's good. I also like their burger. DQ is honestly a very extremely solid like restaurant. Portillo's, it's like DQ, but just better. I just thought of this actually. Like Portillo's and Dairy Queen actually have very similar burgers. I think. Correct me if someone thinks I'm way off kilter on that, but Portillo's just feels like just a better Dairy Queen, which I'm all for. Five Guys, the best burger easily. However, its downfall is the price of hubris, so it's not an S, it's an A. And Cane's, they have one thing, and it's chicken fingers. And really, for the price, it's bumped up because of COVID prices and everything like that. But like, still, very good. Cannot be B. It is S. It is sadly the only thing in this S, but I am very okay with that. And with that, we've made our tier list. Be more accurate to call Taco Bell Mexican-inspired than Mexican. Ooh, maybe. Still, Mexican-inspired is not enough for me. DQ is something other than ice cream and hot dog today. Like, DQ is, hot dog is surprising, actually. Wow. Because, yeah, I guess they do have hot dogs. I think I have heard people, like, talk about that then. Wow. Because I've never had the hot dog at Dairy Queen either. But no, Dairy Queen is, McDonald's, Dairy Queen, and Burger King to me are like the three mainstays of the American burger fast food industry, because those are the three that I was around growing up. I know like Wendy's is very big in there too, obviously, but like, and Jack in the Box, like these five are like the big ones, but like these are the three that I had access to readily as a child. But Dairy Queen, like, it stands above because not only does it have ice cream, which is very solid, like the Dilly Bar is perfect. That's a childhood treat. And hot dogs, which I've never had. But like the burgers and the chicken strips they have, the chicken tenders that they have, are both just very solid. Like they're nothing like crazy, but they're just like, they're the best version of those. And specifically what I get at Dairy Queen is the chicken strip basket, which is 6 chicken strips and just a basket full of fries for like $11. Maybe $12 with a drink. I could be wrong. I might be lying on that number because, again, prices and fluctuation depending on where you live and everything. But like, you get a lot for that, and that is just, it's just very solid. So Dairy Queen, honestly, pretty high up there. Save or download. Boop. We did a service crew. With that, I don't know if I have anything else, actually. This tier list took quite a second. Thank you for it is. Thank you, Sivan. See, DQ here only has ice cream and some branches of hot dog. Really? I'm surprised you actually have DQ then. Ooh. I wonder if, yeah, that might just be the, similar to like a lot of other places. I think sometimes when they go overseas, like it's like we're only gonna like focus on one or two things instead of like trying to be like everything. And so that honestly is probably for its benefit too. Because like I feel like Dairy Queen like focusing on just ice cream and hot dogs, those are like I think what the basic Dairy Queen like originally was too. Like just a little ice cream stand, like, oh, we're gonna sell hot dogs too. And like over time they're like, oh, we can try to compete with Burger King and McDonald's. We're gonna start selling burgers, and like, oh well, chicken's kind of popular. We'll throw in like some chicken stuff too. And like I think overall it just does very solidly in all of that. It's nothing, again, it's not Cane's best chicken, Five Guys best burger, but like DQ's just always there. She's always trying. All right, but with that, I don't think I got much else. We did good. Let's see. What are we doing the rest of the week? On Sunday, we got Elden Ring. Because we're quiet you. Love telling myself to shut up. It's my favorite part of the end of the stream experience. On Sunday, we're playing Elden Ring because we got to catch up because the DLC comes out next Friday? It comes out in a little over a week. Comes out next Friday. So next Sunday and this Sunday, I guess, technically, and next Thursday, we're going to be playing a lot of Elden Ring to try to, like, catch up, more or less. I'm probably not going to be doing the DLC right when it drops, debatably, but, like, we're gonna try our best, right? On Monday, we're going to be playing fighting games. I don't know which one yet. Tuesday, we're playing Arknights. Probably doing more CC. I have not touched the CC since Tuesday, which I know I need to do 2 rotating maps because I only did the 1 rotating map at the very beginning of the last stream, so whoopsie, gotta kind of catch up on both of those. Is there anything else? Anything else I'm missing, Service Crew? At the end of the don't forget, at the end of the month, you're all invited. We're watching Ghost in the Shell in the Discord. And the week after, we're gonna start Persona. But I think that's everything. With that, I'm going to send you guys over to... Who am I sending you guys over to? I want to... Ooh, let's use the raid channel feature, since I want to see, like, if there's, like, a new... Because there was, like, the whole thing with, like, oh, it can like, discover people for you. It's alright. Let's do a standard one. Let's go to our fall one. Let's do... Ooh. I don't know how long they're going to be going for. So... Based on this thumbnail, let me look in. Based on this thumbnail, I'm going to imagine they're still going to be going for a little bit longer. It is currently Diamondis's 900 follower celebration stream, so... I'm going to send you guys over there. He's doing some viewer games, so feel free to hop in, watch, possibly join along too, but... Guys, where are you going tonight? Click on this, and then click on... Where is it? Here is it. Send you guys over there for the night. With that, I know nothing else, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to catch you next time. Peace out, everyone. And go say congrats to Daya in 3, a 2, a 1. See you there.